Last Friday, Jamaican Scorpion easily brushed away the challenge of the Leeward Islands Hurricane when the two teams met in the preliminary round of the West Indies Super50 cricket tournament. Today again, they meet in the semifinals. Yesterday, Barbados Pride easily knocked off the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force to make their way into the final. Today, Jamaica is without Odean Smith, who along with Jermaine Blackwood score off centuries, followed by the 5-wicket haul of Marquino Mindley, propelled the team to a comfortable win. Odean Smith is off to Abu Dhabi to play in the Abu Dhabi T10. Today, Pete Salmon comes into the Jamaican playing 11 to replace him, and Gordon Bryan is replacing O.J. Shields. So the Jamaican playing 11, that's it on the screen. It's Carlos Brown, Javelle Glenn, Jermaine Blackwood, John Camber, Kirk McKenzie, Brad Barnes, Javoy Royal, Pete Salmon, Romaine Morris, Marquino Mindley, and Gordon Bryan. Hello everyone, welcome to the live watch-along of Jamaica Scorpion versus Leeward Islands Hurricane in semi-final 2 of the West Indies CG United Super 50 cricket competition. I appreciate you joining me. I thank you for your company and look forward to an enjoyable afternoon session as Jamaica just lost their first wicket. Carlos Brown going caught and bowled by Gore, and so Jamaica are now 12 for 1, Brown going for 1. He opened along with Camber. So just as I came on commentary, I picked up the wicket of my namesake. Hopefully, it is not a day today when I'll be doing that much often. So it's interesting. It's very interesting that as soon as I come on commentary, I picked up the wicket of my namesake. Unfortunately, though, but nonetheless, we are here live and we'll carry you through this match. Those of you who are watching it with me, I enjoy your company. Look forward to your interaction. And those of you who are listening to the live commentary, it's a great pleasure for me to bring it to you. I'm asking you all to please slash a like in the video and click on the subscribe button. I recall last Friday, when I did the match between these two teams, there were only about 26, 27 persons liking the video, although almost 300 were watching at the time. And that wasn't nice. I don't think that was nice. I look forward. Please slash a like in the video. Click on the subscribe button. Jamaica have lost their first wicket. Carlos Brown going bowled and caught by Gore. That's Karima Gore for 1. So Jamaica losing a wicket in the third over, 12 for 1. Let me just quickly put the team for the Leeward Islands Hurricane on the screen. As you see there, Rakeem Cornwall, Karima Gore, who just got the wicket, Jeremiah Louis. Gore over the wicket, bowls to Mackenzie, who turned this down to backward square leg, no run. Kadeem Henry, Kofi James, Jamal Hamilton, Joel Andrew, Chesney Hughes, Daniel Durham, Aidan Walsh Jr., and O'Shane Thomas. So that's the playing 11 for the Leeward Islands Hurricane. And this is the Jamaican playing 11. Gore bowls to Mackenzie, who strokes it back down the pitch to the bowler who field, and there is no run. Welcome again, everyone. I really appreciate your company. Really appreciate it. Thank you for being here. I'm so honored to have you joining me. Gore over the wicket, bowls to Mackenzie, drives back down the pitch to the bowler who misfield, and they got a singer as Aidan Walsh Jr. has to move from cover to back up the misfielding of the bowler there. And they are not very happy with Gore. I think he played for the United States of America, Gore. Is it? I think so. I'm trying to recall the name. But nonetheless, at the end of over number 3, the Jamaican Scorpions, who were asked to bat again by the Leeward Island Hurricanes. For last week, the Leeward Islands Hurricane did won the toss and asked the Scorpion to bat. And at the end of the match, the smile was wiped off Aidan Walsh Jr.'s face as he laughed a lot when he was bowling to the Jamaican batsmen. But at the end of the match, there were no smile. And we hope that we can do the same again today to the Leeward Islands Hurricane. 13 for 1 after 3 overs. The champion, hello, welcome. Glad to have you there. You think that this is going to be fun? Let's see. Aiden Cohen is asking what happened to Simit. I would have explained it that Simit is now off to Abu Dhabi playing the Abu Dhabi T10. So is Kyle Myers, who didn't represent the Barbados Pride yesterday. So these guys are off. O'Shane Thomas will be leaving too. He was drafted for one of the T10 franchise in Abu Dhabi, and he decided that he was going to finish the tournament with the Leeward Islands before he head down there. So here he comes in to his fellow Jamaican. Over the wicket, bowls to Mackenzie, allows it to go through to the keeper, and there is no run. The score remains at 13 for 1 after 3.2 overs. Yes, so that's the situation with Odean Smith. Is off to Abu Dhabi to play in the Abu Dhabi T10. Blessings to you, Oran Hernandez. It's a pleasure having you here. It's my pleasure bringing it to you, Hernandez. So Jamaica 13 for 1 in over number 4, 3.2 overs. Mackenzie's on 1. Thomas over the wicket, bowls to Mackenzie, and Mackenzie play this down to mid-wicket, a comfortable single. There's a short fine leg and there's a mid-on, and then there's a fielder on the backward square leg boundary. So there's a big gap between short fine leg and the man at mid-on. And so Mackenzie moves up now to 2 as he played that one away through the mid-wicket region. It came back in. So the interesting thing about that delivery from O'Shane Thomas just now is that he got it to come back into the left-hander from over the wicket. That's very interesting, and it's good that if this is something that he has developed. 1.3 overs bowled by Thomas thus far, none for 5. He has bowled well, except for one wide delivery. He have been more or less hitting the right areas. 14 for 1. There's no cricket is going on now. I only see John Campbell, so I cannot tell you what is actually happening. But he's not yet ready to take strike. And so something would have happened that the producer don't want to show. So they're just showing us the John Campbell. See the umpire now walking up. So probably there was something with the side screen. O'Shane is going to make his way now. Over the wicket to Campbell. Bowls to Campbell. And that one came back in again to Campbell after dab down on it. It came off the inside edge of the bat onto his body, through to the wicket keeper. All along the ground. No run. So he's getting the ball to come back off the seam there, O'Shane Thomas, and he's getting some to go away. So this is good from the big Jamaican fast bowler representing the Hurricanes. 1.4 overs, none for 5 is his bowling analyst so far. 14 for 1 are the Scorpion, Cameron 10 seconds. Thomas over the wicket, bowls to Campbell, comes down the pitch, and he beaten the air as that one came back in between bat and pad. So O'Shane Thomas saw him coming and bang it in short, and it came back in and it beat him between body and bat. I said bat and pad, but it's really body and bat, through to the keeper who shied down the stump, but the batsman got back in his crease. The score remains at 14 for 1. So Thomas there now, because Odean is bowling hard into the pitch, back of a length, the right-hander. And so Thomas there saw him coming, Thomas trying to get to the pitch of the delivery. But then O'Shane, I keep on saying O'Shane Thomas saw him coming and bang it into the pitch. It appears that they are checking it, but I think that one of the bails has been broken. So the bails has been broken. So that's the situation there. The bails has been broken. So they are going to replace the bails. So let me read a few of your comments. I hope none have not passed. I've been chatting a lot there. Well, really and truly, I'm concentrating on the cricket. How come Barbados and 3 senior players came back for yesterday's semi-final, and our Jamaican players couldn't come in? Shake me head. But as I said, that Kyle Myers is now in Abu Dhabi and he never played. The players who came back, they don't have any other commitment. So, Jay, I'm not quite sure if... Oh, Brandon King, yeah. Brandon King, Ravman Powell, Andre Russell. Got it? Yes, Jay. Yes, Jay. I was only thinking about thinking about Odean Smith, who was in the squad. But I know got your point. You're looking at like Brandon King, Andre Russell. Well, Andre Russell is probably injured. Ravman Powell. The issue with Ravman Powell, I don't think there were some challenges last year between Ravman Powell and the hierarchy, the hierarchy of the management team at the tournament. Thomas, over the wicket, bowls to Campbell, defends down the inside of the pitch, and there is no run. End of over number 4, 14 for 1. So there were some challenges last year between Ravman Powell and the management team that was at the tournament. Ravman Powell did captain the Super 50 team last year at the tournament. Out of that, I knew that Jamaica Cricket Association got a report. I do not know what was in that report. I do not know what the recommendations were that were in that report. I'm only summarizing or theorizing that as a result of those challenges that were there last year, it could have implication why we do not see Ravman Powell playing now. That is just what I'm theorizing based on the variables that I know. I cannot say for sure, but that's my theory, and I'm a speculator. I think that's what I do. I speculate. You know, that's what I do. So probably, but it would be interesting, Jay. I think it's a solid point as this is Henry. Henry's into the attack. So they have taken off Gore after he got the wicket of Carlos Brown. So they have taken off the left arm spinner and have put on the right arm off spinner because 2 left-handers are batting. Interesting. So let's watch Henry. He's bowling round the wicket to the Jamaican captain. He's in, bowls to Cambrose off the back foot, force it away, down to cover, and they go through for a single, 15 for 1 after 4.2 overs. 16 for 1, sorry. 16 for 1. So Mackenzie comes into strike. Now he's on 3. Henry round the wicket, bowls to Mackenzie off the back foot, played it again into the offside, another singer. So 3 deliveries in this over, 3 singers. Good rotation here from the Scorpion. Good rotation. But I would have definitely loved to see those players. Imagine a Jamaican Scorpion team with Russell. Odean Smith not deciding to go to Abu Dhabi. Powell. Down the leg side, look to swing away. Wide signals, 18 for 1. So that's Brandon King. It would be a very... You're onto something, Jay. Off the back foot goes Canberra and he beats the backward point and it goes into the boundary for 4. So that one was short outside the half stump by Henry. And Canberra just rocking back and cutting it away, past backward point down to the boundary for 4. Jamaica will now move up now to 22 for 1 in over number 5. 22 for 1. Where can I watch the match? ESPN Caribbean. Rowan Perry, good to have you here. Round the wicket comes Henry, bowls to Cambrose after back foot and force it down to long on for another run. Or they'll come back for 2, surely. Not seen, but I think they should get back for 2. Let's watch. Yes, they did come back for 2. Good running by the Jamaicans. 24 now for 1 in over number 5. Here's Henry. ESPN Caribbean. Round the wicket, bowls to Canberra again, outside the half stump, but that one stuck in the pitch and jumped a little. And he slapped it down to long off for another single. The score moves up to 25 for 1 at the end of over number 5. Canberra is on 16. Kirk Mackenzie is on 4. Canberra will keep the strike. It's the end of the over. The run rate is exactly 5. Rowan Perry, it's good to have you here. Appreciate it. Good afternoon to you, Mrs. Cricket Forum. It's a pleasure. It's a real pleasure having you here. I appreciate you being here. Have a good day. Have a good day. Coretta Singh, good day to you too, Coretta Singh. It's a pleasure to you. And she's saying good day to everyone listening. How are you guys doing? Well, I'm doing okay. And I hope that they're doing okay. So the Jamaican Scorpion 11, Carlos Brown, who has already been dismissed. O'Shane Thomas over the wicket, bowls to Campbell, looks to pull, beat, goes through to the keeper, no run. Bad shot. That was too close to him. That was over half stump. He should have probably just allowed that to go through, as that one was a bit close to him, and I think it was a bad shot there. It's still early in the piece, still in the 6th over. Can allow some balls to go through at this time. There's no need for bonus points now and so on. It's simple. Win and you go through. Thomas over the wicket, bowls to Campbell, wide outside the half stump, goes through to the keeper. Let's watch the signal from the umpire. That ball, no signal from the umpire. The score remains at 25-1 in over number 6. So there's a slip in place, there's a backward point, there's a cover, there's an extra cover mid-off, a man on the third man boundary, there's a mid-on, and there's a short fine leg, and a man on the deep mid-wicket boundary. That's the field as O'Shane Thomas makes his way into the Jamaican captain, John Campbell. Over the wicket, bowls to Campbell. Again, he looks to pull. Again, it goes through to the keeper. Beaten there again. I think that he should just put away that shot for the time being. So Patrick Lambert is saying, hello everyone. Hello to you, Patrick Lambert. I'm supporting 2 players in this match. I would like both MC Mackenzie and Joel Andrews to get decent score. Well, Patrick Lambert, I hope so too. I really hope Mackenzie get a good score. Let's watch this final delivery. No, delivery number 4. Thomas bowls outside the half stump. Canberra allows it to go through and there is no run. The score is 25-1. Now, I have a ruthless trait in me, Patrick Lambert. If Joel Andrew gets 100 today, I'll be happy. But I would prefer if he gets a Ducks. He will have a lot of time to make runs against other teams. I don't mind bowling out the Leeward Islands Hurricane for 10 or 15, you know. That's why I stay. Make 350 and bowl them out for 10 or 15. Thomas over the wicket, bowls to Campbell. He pulls again. He connects. Wide of the man at the mid-wicket boundary. It goes into the rope now for 4. So final connects. After 2 attempts, he finally connects on the 3rd attempt as he pulled that away down to mid-wicket for 4. Back of a length, just pulled away. It didn't quite came out of the screw. It hit more up to the angle of the bat, and it goes down to mid-wicket for 4. 29-1. He's on 22. That's John Campbell, the Jamaican captain. Mackenzie's on 4. The big, burly Jamaican fast bowler, O'Shane Thomas, begins to move in now. Representing the Leeward Islands Hurricane. So over the wicket, bowls to Mackenzie outside the half stump through to the keeper, no run. The score remains at 29-1 at the end of O'Shane Thomas' 3rd over. 3 overs, no maiden, none for 9. That's O'Shane Thomas. The Scorpion 29 without for 1. Campbell is on 22. Mackenzie is on 4. So yes, Patrick Lambert, I am ruthless that way. The thing about it though, Patrick Lambert, Theresa is very upset with you. You know, Theresa wants to know if I play thing in or what. You know, so you need to address that, Patrick Lambert. Theresa is not happy. She's not happy one bit with you. So you need to get in touch with her and address the situation. You know, yes. Henry Bowles, oh, that was last week, the showing. Oh, it's new. What happened to there? I can tell you that Mackenzie get a run as that ball came back into him off the inside edge onto the pad. So Henry just got 1 over. So there's a change of bowling. James round the wicket, bowls to Campbell, who strokes this down to long on for a single. The score remains. The score goes up to 31 for 1. I was thinking about Patrick Lambert. So Patrick Lambert, you really need to get in touch with Theresa. She's not happy with you. She expects you to be more mature. Bowls to Mackenzie, who beats the inner circle. The ball will run very close to the extra cover boundary. Walsh Jr. gave chase. He catch up with it now, sends the return in. As the batsman came back for 2, the score moves up to 33 for 1. Stephen Barrow said, I just see Pooran got a 1 ball ducks. Well, those things happen, eh? Those things happen, Stephen Barrow. It's just the way you say it that brought the smile to my face, you know? Like it's almost like you're happy. Okay. Richard Smith said, "Oh, Jay, as James round the wicket, bowls to Mackenzie, that came back into him. He played it down the offside of the pitch. No run. The score remains at 33 for 1. 33 for 1. Over number 7 is being bowled. Kofi James round the wicket, bowls to Mackenzie, who hit it back to the bowler, who dropped the catch, and it goes down to long off for a single. Mackenzie moves up to 8 now at the end of the over, and he will keep the strike as he tapped that one back to the bowler, who got both hands to it, and it bursts through his hands and goes down to long off for a single. Jamaica moves up now to 34 for 1 at the end of over number 7. Yes, Richard Smith, we're going to sting them, Richard Smith. Don't worry about it, Richard Smith. We're going to sting these Hurricane guys. It's November now. Hurricanes are losing their strength at this time of the year. Or probably there's no more hurricanes, so don't worry about it. We need a 350 score, Jamrock. Definitely, Jay. A 300 plus score would be nice. Barbados Pride won the first semi-final run, Henry. Make over 330 runs and bowling out the Trinbago Knight Riders for 100 mash. Thomas over the wicket, bowls to Mackenzie, who pulls, misses through to the keeper, no run. The score remains at 34 for 1. The issue is here that Oshane Thomas is bowling a very good length. And so the batsmen who want to push the scoring along want to pull him from that length, and you're not going to connect. Well, there's some injuries to Kofi James' finger, unfortunately. I don't like that. I don't mind him making a ducks, but I don't want to see anyone got injured. Over the wicket comes Thomas, bowls to Mackenzie, forcing shot off the back foot down to mid-off, and they go through for a single. The mid-off misfield, but Mackenzie ran too far past the stump, and they could not capitalize on the misfield. 35 for 1 after 7.2 overs. I think that's a better way to play Oshane Thomas, who is bowling back of a length, is that you come on your back foot and play with a straight back instead of trying to pull, because he's bowling a good back of the length and you're not getting the room to pull. He's really bowling well. I'm happy to see how he's bowling. They are doing some good work with him in the Leeward Islands. Whoever is coaching him down there, they are definitely doing some very, very good work. Over the wicket comes Thomas, bowls to Mackenzie, and he's beaten between bat and pad. And that one came back through the gate as he prod forward, and it goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. 2 guys will get 100 today, the champion, Mackenzie and Joel Andrew. Well, I wish them luck. I wish them all the best. It would be good for them and definitely good for their career, and I would definitely wish them luck, and I would enjoy it. Well, you see, the thing about it, Joel Andrew get 100 and Jamaica still win. It's a win-win, isn't it? Marlon Pinnock enjoying the commentary. You said, appreciate it, bro. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Big time commentator Marlon Pinnock. Thomas bowls to Campbell, plays it to backward point. Aiden Walsh Jr. field, no run. The score remains at 35 for 1. Big up yourself, Marlon Pinnock. Big time commentator. Really appreciate it. And Easy win for the Scorpion today, said Mikyle Douglas. Definitely, Mikyle Douglas. Easy win for the Scorpion. Big up yourself, my virgin Marlon Pinnock. Very good commentator. Over the wicket comes Thomas, bowls flashing there, but he's cambered through to the keeper, no run. Frustration flash there. Thomas really bowling well. None for 10 from 3.5 overs, 35 for 1 here now. Camber is on 23, Mackenzie is on 9. Thomas is bowling so well that I'm sure the Jamaican coach, Robert Ains, will be looking at Thomas and saying that we need him back now. Because he's bowling so well. And he did bowl well on Sunday against the CCC. We took him to the cleaners on Friday, but he's really bowling well today. He's over the wicket, bowls to Canberra wide outside the half stump. This one should be signal wide. Yes, it is signal wide. The score moves up to 36 for 1. None for 11 from 3.5 overs is Thomas. And did I put my goat mouth on him and start praising him about how well he's bowling? That one was wide outside the half stump. Not one of those outrageous wide, but it was wide nonetheless. So good to see Patrick and his good friend Stephen Roach getting along. Thomas over the wicket, bowls to the captain, Cambrose down the pitch and guided down to third man. The fielder came across, stopped it somehow. That's Mikyle Louis. That's Mikyle Louis. He somehow stopped it or uses it. Has he damaged his knee? I hope not, because it was a really clumsy stop by Hughes down on the third man boundary. That's the end of the over. 38 for 1 Jamaica. So, yes, Stephen Russell goes Scorpion. Jay saying that Mackenzie not batting well at all. Well, the good thing though, Jay is still there, and that's the most important thing. And we are watching the match on ESPN Caribbean. It looks like Hughes is leaving the field, and this will be a big blow for the Hurricanes if Hughes is not able to continue. Oh, he made a mess there. He dug up the field like a cow just now. Look at that. His knee really dug into the dirt. And it's like a cow trampling on it. Wow. This is going to be interesting. He's walking away, but hopefully he will be able to come back. It will definitely be a big setback for the Hurricanes. They have made quite a few runs. So we are definitely watching it on ESPN Caribbean as some adjustment is being made in the field. Kofi James to continue. His first over went for 5 runs. As on the back foot goes Mackenzie and strokes it to cover. There is no run. So there's a backward point. There's a cover, extra cover, backward point, cover, extra cover, a straight mid-off, and then a long off. Off the back foot, slapped it into the covers. That's the deep fielder at the edge of the circle, Aiden Walsh Jr., who could not stop it. However, he prevented it from going past him, and they go through for a single. So 1 more to the total. It was a forcing shot, but he should have done better there. Aiden Walsh Jr., he allowed the ball to bounce off his body and allowed them to go through for a single. 39 for 1 in over number 8.2. So there's also a short fine leg and there's a mid-on. So I guess there's a deep mid-wicket also. James round the wicket, bowls to Campbell, looks to sweep, goes through to the keeper. There is no run. So a backward point, cover, extra cover is deep, a straight cover off the back foot, play in the air to that man at short cover who stopped it on the bounce, and there is no run. And then there's a long off as James round the wicket, bowls to Canberra, is in, bowls to Canberra. Canberra off the back foot, slapped it back to the bowler on the bounce. There is no run. Good over thus far by Kofi James. Only 1 run from this over thus far. Round the wicket, bowls to Canberra, pitched up and he hit it down to long on. The fielder comes around, mid-on should say, the fielder comes around field, send the return in. They go through for a single at the end of over number 9. The Scorpion, who were asked to take first strike by the Hurricanes, they are 40 for 1. Patrick Lambert is asking if I said mature or mature. Well, both can go, Patrick Lambert, because when I refer to maturity, I was asking that for Theresa believe that you are behaving like a little boy and not behaving like a big man. So that's why I said mature, but mature can also use. So both can be used. So you need to step up to the plate, Patrick Lambert. Right now, you are not stepping up to the plate at all. So Edward Van Leeuwen is... Thank you, Rowan Perry, saying that we all get caught up with the batter and the conventional batsman. I am just as guilty. I do not know the point you're making. I don't know. I use batsmen. I don't use batter. That batter is baseball, an American term. Steady come. Well, I don't have that rights to show it. If I this is, I don't have the rights to show it. I cannot show it. This is, and that's why we call it a watch along, because we watch the match together and discuss it. I am just like the person who brings the community together. There's Jeremiah Louis bowls to Campbell, who played the Dilshan scoop down to the boundary for 4. Down on one knee and just scoop it over his head, down to the boundary for 4. Jamaica moves up to 44 for 1. So I do not have the right to show it steady come up. I wish I did. You can imagine how many people would be watching, and that's what, but I do not have the rights to show it. So we do a watch along. We are fully aware that some persons are not able to see the match, depends on location or at work or so. So we bring the commentary, we appreciate it, and we interact with the community. So it's a good vibes. Louis bowls to Campbell, play this into the onside. They go through for a quick single. The fielder comes around, shied at the stump, misses. The batsman, maybe it would have been touch and go. Replay would be interesting. 45 now for 1. John Campbell moves up to 31. Mackenzie is on 10. So Patrick Lambert is saying, I don't have a problem with you supporting your team, but I'm supporting 2 individuals and not any team. Okay, Louis over the wicket, bowls to Mackenzie, cuts this away, beat the dive of the man at cover, comes around on the boundary and he dives to and he beat them. What a shot. Oh, he threaded the nigger there beautifully. Imagine, it was short outside the off stump. Mackenzie rocked back on his back foot and he cut it. Beat the man at cover, who dived to his right. The fielder on the backward point boundary came across and dived to his left, and it also beat him. Lovely shot. He threaded the nigger. 49 for 1 are the Scorpion. We are in over number 10. Louis replacing Thomas. Over the wicket, bowls short, wide, outside the half stump, through to the keeper, wide signal. The score moves up to 50. So Jamaica have chalked off the first 50 here in over number 10. Well done. So we have chalked off the first 50. It's really a pleasure that we have now 50 for 1. So after losing the early wicket of my namesake, Carlos Brown, going bowl and caught by Karima Gore for 1. There's a nice little partnership, of 38 between these two. Long may it continue as Jeremiah Louis, as the chain flashes, comes in, bowls to Mackenzie, beaten by a slower delivery outside the half stump, on the bounce to the keeper, no run, 50 for 1 after 9.4. Yes, Patrick Lambert. That's okay. Yeah, man. And I really don't have an issue if he made 100. Patrick Lambert, I don't have an issue, but I'd prefer if he makes ducks. I'd prefer all Leeward Islands Volcanoes Hurricane batsman makes ducks today. Louis bowls to Mackenzie, hit this in the air, over the top of mid and down to the boundary for 4. Oh, it was off the inner portion of the bat. Mid-on was in business all the time. He jumped, but it just cleared him and go down to the long on boundary for 4. He was looking to hit that much straighter, but then mid-on was in play all the time, but it was just above his head. Could he have done better? No. Well done. He jumped as high as he could. Could he have took a step back and then jumped? Nonetheless, 54 for 1. Mackenzie moves up to 18. Jeremiah Lewis, 12 from the over so far, wide outside the half stump. The second wide, so it was 14 from the over. 3 fours and 2 wide. 15, there was a single also. The Scorpions, 55 for 1 in over number 10. One delivery to come in over number 10. Scorpion, 55 for 1. Mackenzie and John Ross Camber putting on a good looking partnership. Balls to Mackenzie off the back foot. Sloppy feeling there from the man at extra cover, but he was backed up in the offside by the man at mid-off. Nonetheless, they got a singer. The score moves up now to 56 for 1 at the end of over number 10. So the Scorpion 56 for 1. Last Friday, John Ross Camber didn't open the Jamaica Scorpion innings. They used Romain, but today he have gone back to the top of the innings, and I think that's where he needs to bat, because if he wants to get back into the West Indies team, that's where he really needs to bat. Thank you, Andre Green. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Rowan Perry said, good to know Shane Thomas is improving on his bowling skills. He really looks good. I'm telling you, in those 4 overs that he bowled, it's if you were just watching where the ball were pitching and you could not see who was bowling, you could call Cummins' name. You could call so many bowlers' name, because he really bowled well in those 4 overs. Jano, he bowled well. Just Sport Talk, good to see you, man. It's a long while. Rowan Perry is asking, why is Odean Smith not playing today? Odean Smith is in Abu Dhabi, playing in the Abu Dhabi T10. Yes. Willie Bethel, round the wicket comes. That's James to Mackenzie, who played it down to long on off the back foot all along the ground. One more to the Jamaican Scorpion, total 57 now. 57 now for 1. So these two would have added 45. Not without some glitches there. One that came back into Mackenzie that hit the inside edge onto the pad and dropped short of first slip. There was another one that he hit back to the bowler above his head. He got both hands to it, but couldn't hold on to the catch. So there were some alarms. Bowls hit hard. He moves out of the way. Oh, what a shot by John Ross Camber. Kofi James pitch it up, and he hit it so hard in the air, and the bowler moved out of the way. Unfortunate. You have to catch it, young man. I would be very disappointed. Look back at this catch. He hit it hard and he moves out of the way. Disappointing there, Kofi James. Ball to Camber, who slapped this down to the fielder on the long off boundary for a single. The score moves up now to 62 for 1. Camber is on 36. Mackenzie is on 20. Very, very disappointed there with Kofi James just now. Balls to Mackenzie and hit it away in the air down towards long on, wide of the fielder. It's running away to the boundary. It got there now, 4 runs, 66 for 1 in over number 11. Just whipping that away. Yes, so he has gone. Thank you very much, Willie, tuning in from Puerto Rico. So Ron, yes, is asking about Odean. Yes, he has gone to Abu Dhabi. 66 for 1. Round the wicket, balls to Mackenzie's forward and played it to the man at extra cover, and there is no run. Good from Mackenzie to see that after playing that shot, he didn't go again, that he just blocked the next one to extra cover. Balls to Mackenzie on his pad, whipped away, threw back with a square leg. The fielder on the mid-wicket boundary has work to do to his left, but he got there and prevent the second. The score is 67 for 1 at the end of over number 11. Mackenzie is on 25. Camber is on 36. The Scorpion 67 for 1 after 11 overs. So thank you, Willie. The champion is saying, I wish they gave a better batting pitch. But this pitch looked good to me, though, champion. I don't think there is only one ball that I saw, would you say, misbehave. And I think it was from the same Kofi James to Camber. He went back on the back foot and it jumped a little. But I think the pitch is okay. Apart from that one delivery, I wouldn't say it's not a bad batting pitch. I think it's a good cricket pitch. Those are just my view. Those I'm not there. So the big rock coming to the attack now. In his last match, he got 6 for 26. But that was against the CCC. This is the Scorpion. The Scorpion. We are the Scorpions. The Jamaica Scorpions. Big up, man. The Scorpions. We're on them case. Oh, there's a flag. Oh, there's a flag. Oh, yes. We on them case. On them case today. Yes, one of the best commentary, especially when you can see the match. Yes, Rowan Perry. Cornwall round the wicket, bowls to Mackenzie, turn it away through forward of square for a singer. The score is 68 now for 1. Steve Russell saying, where's Aiden Walsh Jr. from? I do not know the exact country, but he's from the Leeward Islands. He played a few matches for the USA, of course, but he's from the Leeward Islands. I know someone in the chat will tell us. So there's a short fine leg, there's a mid-wicket, and there's a mid-on. Cornwall bowled short to Campbell, who played it to the man at mid-off, and there is no run. The score remains at 68 for 1 in over number 12. Round the wicket, bowls to Campbell, who played it down to first slip, who has to scramble to his left field. And again, there is no run. The score remains at 68 for 1. After back foot goes, Campbell cut it away. Down to backward point, they go through for a quick single. Good run in here. The score moves up now to 69 for 1 in over number 12. Campbell's on 37. I have a feeling that Jamaica Scorpion will be losing today. What do you think, Sir Carlton? No way. No way. Round the wicket, bowls to Mackenzie, was shaping for a big shot. And then Cornwall saw him and just bowled the arm ball. He played it out to the man at cover at the edge of the circle. No run. The score 69 for 1 after 11.5 overs. Cornwall, round the wicket. The slips goes down. Bowls to Mackenzie off the back foot. Played it to the man at extra cover. And there's no run at the end of over number 12. 69 for 1. Canberra on 37. Mackenzie on 26. Cornwall conceding 2 runs from that first over. No. What's this? Raghunath Singh? No way. Absolutely no way. No way. We're taking them to the cleaners. Absolute cleaners, just like we did last week. Jay saying, yes, Mackenzie work in some form, man. Yes, well, Jay, I hope they don't say I've got more to them. John Campbell, John Ross is a different player. Thank you. Yes. When I said it is because of the player, it was just a slip of the tongue. But thank you, Andre Green. Yeah, man. So it's ESPN Caribbean I'm watching it from. Desmond Gale, big up yourself I appreciate your kind compliments. Odean Coley, I appreciate it also. Thank you. Yes, the Scorpion all the way, Odean Coley. Definitely the Scorpion all the way this season. Indeed, indeed. So he's from Antigua. Thank you for clarifying. That's Tato Prince. It seems like it's a drinks break, so I'm allowing. Edward is saying, I'm not backing a particular team, but I'm somehow didn't think that this Scorpion sting is effective enough to cripple the Hurricane. Well, I know that at this time of the year, hurricanes are slowing down. And I know that the Scorpions are always stinging. So, love it though, Edward. Love those type of banter. I'm always one for banter. I'm always one for banter. I love the banter. Rowan is saying that I have confidence in the Jamaican bowlers to defend anything over 230. So they're just showing that ball that came off the inside edge onto Mackenzie's pad and dropped short of Cornwall at first slip, and then showing the one that burst through the bowler hand. That is the one that I'm very disappointed with Kofi James about. How can you sight a catch in a professional setup? This is not basic school cricket. This is a professional cricket team where you're getting paid and you sight a catch. I just think that was unfortunate. So thank you, Shane Blake. I appreciate it, man. I do not have the rights to show it, so I can only watch it and we interact. A number of us are watching the match together and we interact. There are those who are unable to watch it, so we provide the live commentary for them. But we do not have the rights. We cannot show it. It is an ESPN Caribbean, so that's where it is. But we cannot show it. We don't have such rights. We don't have such right. Also, Jay saying that Aiden Walsh Jr. is actually from the U.S. Virgin Islands. Okay, thank you, Jay. I think someone else said that he is from Antigua. I know that he represented the USA before representing the West Indies. So Kofi James to continue. 3 overs, none for 18. He's going to bowl to John Ross Campbell. On the wicket, bowls to Campbell, and Campbell just tucked this into the offside. They go through for a quick singer. The return came in at the bowler's end. James stopped it this time. The score moves up to 70 for 1. Mackenzie comes into strike. He's on 26. The captain, John Campbell, is on 38. Mr. Carlton, what do you have in store for your captain having taken a 4-ball duck and his team scoring 87 for 9? What a shame. Yes, it seems like the ball hit Campbell on his anchor. For a moment, I thought that it was Kofi James. So, good point. The first thing though, wow. I should have updated the playing 11. But what I can tell you though, it's the playing 11 that I have, except that they are leaving out Warrican and adding Alzarri Joseph to the playing 11. I find that selection very strange. I do have it here. Can show you. This was my playing 11. This is not the West Indies playing 11. This was my playing 11. However, that's the exact playing 11, except that Warrican is not in it and Alzarri Joseph is in it. I find it strange that we are leaving out Warrican out of the team again after the brilliant performance against South Africa. I find it very hard. But I think somebody said, I think the person named Mr. Dana, so that they're going to play Alzarri Joseph because it's his own pitch. It is his own team. That's what Mr. Dane said. I didn't know that, we used to do that years ago. When we just started playing test cricket, we used to play the players from the individual territory. You probably have somebody like a George Headley and the captain of the team, and if the match was being played in, say, Barbados, you'd have 9 Barbadian on the team, and George Headley and the captain, and if the team go to Trinidad, you'd have 9 Trinidadian on the team, and George Headley and the captain. So back in those days, the team used to be largely country-based. If the match is playing in Jamaica, you probably have 8, 9 Jamaican and just 2 or 3 special players who they think that are very good. So that's how it used to go back in those days. But here is it that Alzarri Joseph is into the playing 11. And really and truly, probably the only way you could get Alzarri Joseph into the playing 11, you're either going to leave out Roach or Warrican. I would have leave out. Roach would not be in my squad. But once he's in the squad, I'm going to play him because I'm not going to carry around a veteran and don't play him. As I said on Sunday, and you'd have seen the clipping, I believe that after this match, you may see Kemar Roach announcing his retirement after this match. I believe so. So I would have either... Roach is the only person that I would have left out, but he's in the playing 11, so I wish him all the best for tomorrow and hope that he gives us another fantastic spell and hope that the team will win tomorrow. So the only difference to that playing 11 that you're seeing on the screen to the one that West Indies named for the match tomorrow is that Jamel Warrican is not there and Alzarri Joseph is there. So that's the West Indies playing 11 for tomorrow. What's your thought? It's something very interesting. Let's hear what you have to say. Looking forward to your thought. Now, for what Patrick Lambert is saying now about the captain. What's your thought, Patrick Lambert? Very interesting to hear what you have to say, Patrick Lambert. Very interesting. So we're about to start now. It appears that Canberra is okay. Kofi James round the wicket, bowls to Mackenzie, who tuck it to mid-wicket, and they go through for a quick singer. 71 for 1. I hope it goes to 171 for 1. You remember on Saturday when I said the West Indies are 135 without loss? I misspoke, and it did happen. So let's hope it happen again today now. See, bowls. So he's limping a little, Canberra. That ball definitely hit him on the anchor. Bowls to Canberra, and Canberra turned this away off the pad down to short fine leg Thomas Field, and there is no run. The score remains at 71 for 1. I wish him all the best, Patrick Lambert. I really want to see the captain make some runs. He swept this away, down back with a square leg into the boundary for 4. I don't like the effort of the fielder there on the backward square leg boundary. I am not impressed with the effort of the Leeward Islands Hurricanes fielders. Let me see from this angle if it was close to him. I'm not impressed with the effort of their fielding. But you see, Kofi James is staring at the fielder, but then he sight the return catch. So you have to wonder. 75 for 1. Come on, guys. Better fielding. Round the wicket, bowls to Canberra. Clip this off his pad. Through square leg. Thomas comes around from short fine leg field. Sends the return in. It's 77 now for 1. 76 for 1 as Mackenzie comes into strike. James, bowl to Mackenzie, over cover, down towards the extra cover boundary for 4. So there was Kofi James pitching up, and Mackenzie that's coming on the front foot and hitting it over cover, down to the extra cover boundary for 4. At the end of over number 13, the Jamaican Scorpions are 80 for 1. Wow, lovely, lovely. So I really want to see him. I really want to see him make some runs, Patrick Lambert. I want the team to make runs. I would have said it, I think, did I say it on commentary or did I say it in the chat? I, for one, believe that Justin Greaves should get an extended run. It shouldn't be a 2 match here and a 2 match there. I want to see Justin Greaves get an 8 match or a 10 match run. He has been doing so well, especially in 50 over cricket, and he has held his own in red ball game as Canberra off the back foot slapped it down to long off for a single, 81 for 1 after 13.1 overs. So I really hope that should West Indies bat first tomorrow that he will make 100. Hopefully he and Mikyle will bat out the entire day. So off the back foot, Mackenzie at first looking to cut. Then he allows it to go through, no run. The score remains at 81 for 1. So Roger Allen is saying that Jamaica will score 275 runs and will dismiss the Leeward Islands for 248. Roger, I think I'm going to buy the lotto, you know. No, not the lotto. We need to... Cornwall bowls to Mackenzie and that turns across Mackenzie through to the keeper, no run. The score remains at 81 for 1. What happened? Oh, I never saw that delivery, but Mackenzie was dropped by Mikyle. I never saw that delivery. Is that in this match or was that a replay? I never saw that delivery. You know, when the spinners are bowling, please understand, I'll concentrate on the cricket and come to your comments at the end of the over. When the fast bowlers are bowling, I can interchange because they have to walk back to the top of the mark. So let me concentrate on the cricket. Because just now, Mackenzie was dropped and I never saw that delivery. Cornwall round the wicket, bowls to Mackenzie's defense from the crease out into the offside. There is no run. He was looking to come forward and then he rocked back and just defend from the crease and there is no run. There was no run. 81 for 1. Cornwall round the wicket, bowls to Mackenzie, up and over, down towards long off, in the air, 6 runs. No, it dropped and plugged and going to the boundary. Just to how lazily Henry was running off that ball, I thought it gone all the way for 6. But it was still in the field of play. Wow. Wow. Not impressed here by the Leeward Islands Hurricane. What happened today? Did they go out for a party last night? That ball was in the air and the fielder was only jogging off it. That's why I thought that he was just running over the boundary to pick it up. Nonetheless, the Scorpions are 85 for 1 at the end of that over. Clive Samuels, thank you, bro. Where are you? You are in the US? Edward Van Leeuwen said, dropping catches and misfielding is a part of the West Indies culture at the highest level. So don't be surprised or disappointed. Well. Edward, I understand the dropping of the catch and the misfielding. But when a bowler sighting a catch, that was hit back to him off his own bowling. When the fielders are not running, I have to be disappointed. I understand the point you're making, not countering your point. But what I'm seeing is just a lackadaisical don't care attitude right now from the Leeward Islands Hurricane fielders. How can you sight a catch off your own bowling? Aidan Walsh is into the attack, bowls the first delivery to Canberra. The googly beat him outside the off stump. Sighting a catch off someone else bowling is bad. But sighting it off your own bowling is unforgivable. Walsh over the wicket, bowls to Canberra, who goes deep in his crease and played it to short mid-wicket, no run. The score remains at 85 for 1. Canberra seconds. Over the wicket, bowls Walsh to Canberra, who hit it hard in the ground and it bubbles out to the fielder at extra cover and there is no run. So 85 for 1 after 14.3. Over the wicket, bowls to Canberra and Canberra there just play that one down the offside of the pitch. It came off the outer portion of the bat as he was looking to turn it. It's an interesting comment there coming in from Andre Green. He believes Walsh comes in now, bowl short outside the off stump. Canberra again mistimed the cut shot as it bubbles off the bottom portion of the bat back to the bowler who field and there is no run. As he mistimed the cut shot once again. Scorpions are 85 for 1. Canberra seconds. Walsh over the wicket, bowls to Canberra, who rocked back in his crease, played with a straight bat down to long off for a single. At the end of over number 15, At the end of over number 15, the Scorpion are 86 for 1 with Camber on 45, with him Kurt Mackenzie on 35. After 15 overs, 86 for 1. So Andre Green that believes that Craig Brathwaite should retire as well. Well, it's your opinion. Should he retire? I wouldn't call for Craig Brathwaite retirement, but then it's your opinion, so I respect your opinion. Round the wicket comes Cornwall, bowls to Camber, strokes it in the gap between backward point and extra cover for a single. The score goes up now to 87 for 1. We can watch the match on ESPN Caribbean Plus. Rowan, yeah, big three, Rowan. All right. Give me Cornwall bowls to Mackenzie, who swept it down to mid-wicket. Work for the fielder, comes across. Good effort this time. Dive, stopped it now, picked up, sends a return in. The batsmen are back for 2. Much better there. I think that's Henry, the same fellow that had his knees tucked into the turf a short while ago. Good to see him back on the field as Mackenzie reached out and swept that one down to mid-wicket. Good effort from the fielder. Lovely, lovely work there. Lovely. It is Henry. It was Henry. Cornwall bowls to Mackenzie, and Mackenzie eases into the gap on the offside. Good work there by Aiden Walsh Jr. Cannot prevent the single. The score moves up now to 90 for 1. Mackenzie is on 38. Camber is on 46. He comes into strike. Cornwall is in his third over. None for 11 from 2.3. So Rowan Perry saying, pick 3. You're going to send on the numbers. Round the wicket, bowls to Cambrose off the back foot, and he beat the fielder at extra cover to his right. One more as the ball goes down to the sweeper on the cover boundary. The score moves up now to 91 for 1 in over number 16. As there's a hold up in the play, so Mackenzie seconds now. Cornwall round the wicket. On the one fielder in front of the bat on the onside, and he defends out onto the offside. There is no run. One delivery to come in over number 16, 91 for 6. I'll take your comment after this delivery, Patrick. Round the wicket, bowls to Mackenzie, and Mackenzie taken on the pads, tied for the peel as it ballooned out into the offside. 91 for 1 at the end of over number 16, with Mackenzie on 38 and John Camber on 47. Cornwall, none for 12 from his 3 overs. There's no room for him because he has not justified his position in the team. He may score a double century, but I don't believe he passed 50 runs. Who are you referring to, Patrick Lambert? Nelson Wiseman is saying, Kavim Hodge will do some spinning for us because I don't like the all-out pace bowling attack, but we just got to hope for the best. Yes, Nelson Wiseman. Aiden Walsh, over the wicket, bowls to Camber, who swept this down to fine leg. Work for the fielder at short fine leg. Thomas, who caught up to it and uses big size 16 to stop it, and good running from Mackenzie as they came back for the third. Well run there, putting pressure on John Ross Camber's anchor, but nonetheless it brought up his 50. So 50 for, sorry, I said John Ross again. 50 for Camber, 94 for 1 now. The Jamaica Scorpions. What's wrong? 94 for 1 are the Jamaican Scorpion as Camber brought up his 50. Mackenzie there pushing the captain for the third as Thomas had to give chase down towards the fine leg boundary. So Mackenzie will come into strike. 50 for Camber. Round the wicket come Walsh, bowls outside the off stump, a flatter one to Mackenzie, who pushes at it and is beaten through to the keeper, no run. The score remains at 94 for 1. Walsh. Round the wicket to Mackenzie, bowls to Mackenzie, and Mackenzie turned this into forward short like the keeper from behind the stump field. There is no run. The score remains at 94 for 1 in over number 16.3 overs. Walsh in his second over, 1.3, none for 4. Round the wicket, bowls to Mackenzie off the back foot. He slapped it down to long on for another single. The score moves up to 95 for 1. He moves up to 39. Canberra, who's on 50, comes into strike. As he just went back on his back foot, he hit it in the air on the onside, but there's only one fielder on the onside in front of the bat. It was always going to be safe. And the bowler was bowling round the wicket. But he switched now to over the wicket to Canberra, and Canberra swept this away. Down back with a square leg into the boundary for 4. Good shot there by Canberra. He swept it away magnificently, rolling the wrist over it, and it travels into the boundary like a bullet for 4. So 4 more there. For Canberra, he will move up now to 50. He moves up to 54. West Indies fielding has improved in recent times. I would want to think. Thank you, Ron Perry. I don't know how to judge that, but it's we appreciate your comment. I really like the different views and so on. I really like it. I really love the interaction. So he switched now to round the wicket to Canberra, who played this down to long on for another single. So he's bowling round the wicket to both batsmen, and the Jamaica 100 is up. So 100 for 1 Jamaica at the end of over number 17. Oh, big up yourself, Clive. You're home. Nice to have you here, man. Roger Allen say you need to submit your resume to West Indies Cricket Board for our position of commentator. Thank you for that confidence in me, Roger Allen. Thank you very much. You can watch the match on ESPN Caribbean Tennis. That's because just like me, Cricket West Indies YouTube channel does not have the right to show the match live. So that's the issue here. ESPN Caribbean is paying a lot of money. Well, ESPN is paying a lot of money to have the broadcast rights to all the matches that are played at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy. As a result, Cricket West Indies now cannot go and show the match on their YouTube channel. So Cornwall bowls to Canberra, who defends down back the pitch, and there is no run. You are predicting that the West Indies will score 290 tomorrow. What do you think, though, about the playing 11 that the West Indies have selected? Cornwall bowled to Canberra outside the leg stump. He turned it down to that fielder on the mid-wicket boundary for a single. The score moves up now to 101 for 1 at the end in over number 18, 17.2. Yeah, I would like to get some feedback about what you think about the West Indies playing 11. What you think about Kyle Myers and Odean Smith going to Abu Dhabi, and O'Shane Thomas choose to stay and finish the competition. Cornwall round the wicket, bowls to Mackenzie, who's onto the front foot, strokes it out into the offside. No run. Canberra looking for the single, but no run is there. So those are two things that I would like you to react to the West Indies playing 11, and the fact that Smith and Barbados won, swept away down towards mid-wicket for a single by Mackenzie. The score moves up to 102. Mackenzie moves up to 40. 40 for Mackenzie. Canberra is on 56. So the Pride won, so they will say, well, we won without Myers, but now in the final. Round the wicket, Cornwall bowls to Canberra, who just waited on that one and then played it to backward point for no run. The score remains at 102 for 1. Or should Smith have stayed to play in this match for Jamaica Scorpions? Round the wicket comes Cornwall, bowls to Canberra, strokes it down to long on for another run. The score will now move up to 103 for 1 at the end of over number 18. So Ron Perry think that the West Indies will make 290 in their first innings. And 243 for the Leewards. The spinners are keeping it tight. Well, that's Steve Russell think that the spinners are keeping it tight. I don't necessarily. I think Jamaica is sticking over the runs quite well. You're not getting the big overs, but Jamaica probably want to bat these two bat until the 30th over. And if after 30 over we are 150, then we'll be well positioned to launch an attack. No, not 150, sorry. 6-3 is 180. 180. If we are 180 for one, after 30 overs, because we are scoring at 5.72 right now. And it's over number 18, over number 19 is about to start. I wouldn't say that they are restricting it. I think we're doing it quite well. Patrick said that West Indies lack the firepower and the accuracy. Like Walsh Jr. bowls to Campbell with this in the air, down to long off. Work for the field and the cover boundary comes around. Joel Andrew picks up one hand, sends the return in at the keepers, and they're back for the second. 105 for one. West Indies lack the firepower and the accuracy like the days gone by when wickets was flying yards back and being broken at times. Yes, definitely. Oh, where's Stephen Roach? Walsh is it to Campbell, who's on 59. Really playing a good innings here. Over the wicket comes Walsh, bowls to Campbell, turn this into mid-wicket for another comfortable singer. There's always one when you play it there in the onside. It appears that there's no fielder. Right now, I cannot see any fielder in front of the bat on the onside to Aiden Walsh Jr. So if you have that, why are you bowling so straight then? I don't understand the tactics. Take Cornwall out of first slip and put him to stand up at short mid-wicket. Comes in, bowls to Mackenzie. Mackenzie drives. Down to long off for another single. The score moves up to 107 for one. You would say that he's not mobile. But once he's there, you still have to beat him. Because he's a good catcher. So you still have to beat him once he's there. But the Jamaican Scorpion batsmen are just playing the ball into the onside. They don't matter if it's in the air or not. Well, for a moment, they thought they were bringing up the field at short fine leg in front of the bat. But I don't like this field with no one in front of the bat on the onside. Walsh bowls to Campbell outside the stump. He slapped this up and over. Down towards long off. Work for the fielder. He's put in the slide. Pulled it back. They're gone for one. They come back for two. And they come back for two comfortable. They didn't try to go for three this time because Campbell was not on 47. If he was on 47 or 97, I know that they will got three there now. But not this time. The fielder had to give chase. He had to slid and come back in, pick up the ball, and they just walk two. He's on 62. Cornwall over the wicket, bowls to Campbell. He went for the reverse sweep and picked up backward point, no run. 109 for one after 18.5 overs. Campbell is on 62. Kirk McKenzie is on 41. On the bounce. On the bounce. It was one bounce. It was closer than I thought. Aiden Walsh Jr. comes in, bowls to Campbell, and Campbell turned this away into the onside. Beat the dive of the bowler. No one to back him up, so there will be another run. The score moves up now to 110 for one at the end of over number 19. Edward Van Leeuwen is saying, Mr. Brown, here's a 4-1-1 on Aiden Walsh. Born April 23, 1992, St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Island. Thank you very much, Edward. I appreciate that, I really appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. In the U.S., the match is getting aired on ESPN Plus. Right. Thank you very much, Brian H. And in the Caribbean, it's on ESPN Caribbean. So thank you very much, Brian H. Ruan Perry saying that should be Jamaica scoring 290. Cornwall to continue round the wicket, balls to Campbell, who just rock back. He pressed forward and then rock back and stroke it down to long off for a single. We are on Nelson, 111 for 1 after 19.1 overs. Jay think that Jamaica will be scoring 320. I think that's a possibility, Jay. That's a possibility. But you know, cricket is a game of glorious uncertainty. After back foot Mackenzie goes, cannot beat cover. The score remains at 111 for 1. Should have put away that ball. It was a long up. Cornwall, round the wicket. He grips the ball. Bowls to Mackenzie, and Mackenzie sweep this in the air. Fielder coming in, drop short. They gone for 1. Top edge, high in the air. Down towards mid-wicket. The fielder cannot get there. 1 more to the total. He moves up to 42. 112 for 1. So when I read that, you said it wasn't West Indies, you mean? I have a good feeling West Indies will outperform the Leewards. Cornwall bowls to Campbell, strokes it down to long off. I don't understand that one, though, you know, Jay. Rod Perry. I don't understand, so please clarify. 113 for 1. Cornwall, 2 to come in this over from... West Indies will outperform Bangladesh. You're following me now, calling Jamaica, West Indies. Cornwall, round the wicket, bowls to Mackenzie, who drives into the offside. No run. 113 for 1. 1 to come in over number 20. Cambridge on 65. Mackenzie, he's on 42. He's on strike. Cornwall, in his 5th over, 1 delivery to come. None for 18. Bowls to Mackenzie, and Mackenzie there played it out into the offside, beaten in the flight. But then he corrected the shot and played it out into the offside. Well done. Well watched by Mackenzie there. 113 for 1 at the end of over number 20. Fabulous job. John looking great. Yes, Oran Mackenzie. Yes, definitely. Jay saying press on John Canberra. I just say press on, Jay. I'm just saying please slash a like on the video and click on the subscribe button. Just please slash a like on the video. It's a thumbs up button just below the screen there. If Jamaica wants to win, they got to score over 300, said Prince Reed. Well, I think we'll get over 300. So Prince Reed is probably from the Leeward Islands. But glad to have you all here. It's enjoy the banter, love the chat, you know. Really happy when I'm here with you guys. It's always a pleasure. Let me just give you both playing 11. So that's the Scorpion playing 11 there. As I said, Odean Smith, he has left. Oh, those faces are glum. Wow, it's probably the spouses of the Leeward Island players, probably. But they are not looking very happy at all. I think if they were supporting the Scorpions, they would have been smiling. Look at that young man. Well, he's wrenching. Yes, he realized that it is slipping away from the Scorpion. It's November, so hurricanes don't really have much strength when it comes to November. You know, it's moving towards the end of the hurricane season. You know, so there's not much strength, so it's easy for the Scorpion to sting them. Oh, Patrick Reed, you are from Jamaica. People like your life. Shane Blake. Yeah, we love life. We love life. Oh, you're saying that they should like the video, Shane Blake. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's what you're saying, Shane Blake. Over the wicket comes Walsh. Bowls to Campbell, who play the reverse sweep down towards third man into the boundary for 4. So he was bending down on his knee to play the reverse sweep. Aiden Walsh saw it and then dropped it short, and he padded it down to the boundary for 4. So Prince Reed is saying he's from Jamaica. Okay. Richard Johnson said that he needs to score a big 100. Yes. So Canberra need to score a big 100. So Steve Russell is saying over 520 watching and only 45 likes. Come on, guys, that's not good enough. After back foot goes Canberra, slap this away through the covers, running towards the boundary. The fielder comes around, picked up. They will come back for 2 now. The score moves up to 119 for 1 in over number 21. 119 for 1 in over number 21. Yes, it was a good shot. It was a good shot. Googly, it was a good shot indeed. It was, it was a good shot. John needs to score runs and get back to West Indies 3 format setup. Walsh over the wicket, bowls to Canberra down the leg side. He allows a wide delivery to go through. 120 for 1, West Indies, Jamaica in over number 21. 2 deliveries have been bowled. Walsh, 3.2 overs, none for 24. There's no smile on his face today. If we can keep that smile off his face all day, Jamaica will score very close to 350. It was a brilliant shot. Yes, Shane Blake. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Shane Blake. Thank you. I'm going to comment on that 3 format. It away, high in the air. Has it got the leg? Yes, 6 runs. Lovely shot. Lovely shot there. He moves up to 77. So John Canberra is on 77. The Scorpion are 126 for 1. Lovely shot. Lovely shot there. I don't like to talk about 100 and so on, because I don't want, after I said it, the batsman should get out. It's a beautiful place where this ground is, in a lovely place. I love it. Walsh bowls to Canberra short. He pulls down to mid-wicket, gone. Oh, caught on the boundary. It was a long up and he pulled it and picked out the man on the mid-wicket boundary who did good work to his right. Good catch, young man. Good catch, and there he's not smiling. Sorry, Canberra, sorry. It was short. He pulled it down towards mid-wicket. The fielder moves to his right and took the catch. It bobbers and as he took the catch high above his head, the ball bobbers up and just drop back in his hand. It just bobbers up and drop back in his hand. It could have burst through, but it didn't. Wow. Sir Carlton, do you believe that John Canberra will regain a place in the West Indies team? Well, Andre Green, I hope so, but the only what gets him into the West Indies team is making runs. So we look forward. He's not having a bad season, but he probably needs 100. He is there and thereabout in the season. It's not a poor season he's having, but he probably needs 100 or 2. Well, he can only score 1 now, and that would be in the final, should the Scorpion qualify for the final, which we all hope. So it's not a bad season from him, but it has not been an outstanding season. I think the easiest team for him to get back in is the test team. He has no right to it, but I hope that he can get back into the test team. But what is going to get him back into the test team is runs. And so he has to produce those runs. So coming up next year, I'm really looking forward to the red ball season. Really looking forward to it. I think the one-day team is going to be difficult for him to get into the one-day team. The one-day team is really performing well at this moment, especially in the last match against England. So and Greaves would have done better than him in this tournament, so Greaves would still be ahead of him in the batting order. So I think his best chance is the test team. Walsh to Blackwood off the back foot, force this into the covers, and there is no run. 126 for 2. It's one of those seasons where you say that he did his cause no harm. Walsh bowls to Blackwood. Just dab this down to short third man, and there is no run. At the end of over number 21, the Scorpion are 126 for 2. So my reason is that, my opinion is that the season that Ross Campbell has, he would have done his cause no harm. He now set up the stage. After this season, especially if he score 100 in the final, and he then have an outstanding red ball season next year, then he will be making a lot of noise. He will be making a lot of noise to get back into that test team, definitely. But for right now, I would really pick him into this test squad right now. I want to call him into the test squad right now. But he has not done his cause any harm. It was a good comeback season for him, the champion is saying. Yes, it was a good comeback season. Damn, Jay. Yes, Jay. And Steve Russell, are you cause the man for you out, you know? Are you cause the man to out, man? Let's hope one of these can bat on. Bowls to Mackenzie, Cornwall, who plays it down to mid-wicket. And you see, they put a man in front of the bat. Immediately, they put a man in front of the bat. And because in the past, they were just forcing the single. Bowls to Mackenzie, who swung this again down to mid-wicket. This time it gone all the way. 6 runs by Mackenzie, 48 he is now on from 52 deliveries. West Jamaica 132 for 2. So Cornwall there just pitching up on Mackenzie down on one knee and just swinging it away over deep mid-wicket for 6. It went a long way, you know. It went a long way. So 6 more to Mackenzie. Mr. B, if I'm caught in a dragnet here, I don't know whether to recommend hit away high in the air. Chance here, no? Chance here, no? Taken out. Oh, Mackenzie gave it away. I can't speak. Jesus, man. You have the ball at your mercy and you gave it away. Drive the ball on the ground, no, man. Sure. Sure, man. Sure. Make give you 50 to Mackenzie. After playing such a wonderful shot for 6. So, no, man. We feel that one day, you know. I'm disappointed with John Campbell. That he got out. I realized what he was doing. It just never came out of the screw. I'm disappointed with it, that he got out, yes. But I felt it, you know. I felt it just now that Mackenzie got out. I really want, as Patrick Lambert said, that Mackenzie to make 100. Disappointed. It's slow. Disappointed. Mr. Brown, if I'm caught in a dragnet here, I don't know whether to recommend you as a coach, selector, or commentator. Anyway, you are doing a good community service. Enjoy. Thank you very much, Edward Van Leeuwen. Wow, you're swelling my head, man. You're swelling my head. You're swelling my head. Thank you, though. I appreciate those compliments. Always nice to have those compliments. I appreciate it every time. Carlton, it will be a Jamaica-Barbados final no matter what, said John Ricketts. All right? Okay, look forward to the pride. Oh, look forward to take care of the pride. Yes. It was indeed a beautiful 6. Dan Dada, welcome, man. Welcome. So that I said 82 likes. Now look good. Top up the like button, people. Yes, Dan Dada. Welcome to the show. Dan Dada, you know that you were the number 1 fan for last week. Yes, YouTube say you are the number 1 fan of the Cricket Forum for last week. So congratulations, Dan Dada. You you would have made more comment on the channel than any other person last week, Dan Dada. So YouTube said that you are the number one fan, Dan Dada. Respect me, version. Respect, man. Respect, Dan Dada. Respect. How many 50s, you mean John Ross Canberra, how many 50 John Canberra made this season? I will tell you in a short while. Mikyle is not here to check for me, but I'll tell you in a short while. It's the drinks break. I'll definitely tell you in a short while. How many 50 has John Ross Canberra made this year? Is it 4? Is it 4 or? But I nonetheless, I'll tell you in a short while how many 50 he made. I should be able to tell you how many 50 he made. But I'm not seeing how many 50 he has made since here. But I will check it in a short while for you. I have it. So the new batsman is Javelle Glenn, as that one turned across him through to the keeper, and there is no run. In a short while, I will be able to tell you how many 50 made. I'm just going through this over, and by the end of this over, I should be able to tell you how many 50 he has made in this tournament. But you know, Greaves and Django. So Glenn just tapped that one into the offside. And there is no run. He has made 1 century and 2 50s. So he has made 1 century and 2 50s, John Green. It sounds like the keeper is screaming catch before the ball is pitched. Well, if he's doing that, they should bring it to the attention of the umpire, and the square leg umpire should be calling no ball. Brian H is saying, Green is saying Andre Green, but Brian H is saying that is Mackenzie in a nutshell. Jamaica is batting like the West Indies senior team. Why can't a top order batsman bat through when Canberra got out? Lord Appeal is giving it. Blackwood goes. Walsh picked up the wicket, and Jamaica in a spot of bother now. The Scorpions are in a spot of bother. And so 1 wicket have brought 3. Oh my Lord. What is going on? I can't watch this. Wasn't there an inside edge? You know that ball missing leg stump though. That ball is missing leg stump. There's no way that is out. Let me watch at it again. Christopher Bristol, big up yourself, my brethren over there in Canada. I hope you're keeping warm, bro. Definitely hope you're keeping warm. The man, them not using their brain. He hit a 6, expect the bowler to come back. Absolutely, Shane Blake. Absolutely. All Cornwall did was bowl it a little shorter, and so he bust the sky. But 1 wicket had brought 3. Andre Green is saying, did you play the game, Mr. Brown? Yes, I did. Not for Jamaica though, but I played Senior Cup. I played Senior Cup back in the days. Yes. Yeah, Jason, when Canberra got out, just focus on Mackenzie. Yeah, man. Jason, 2 50s. Yeah, well, this one make 2 before. Yeah, 2 50s and 1 century. He got 2 50s and 1 century. Oh, yes. Thank you, thank you, Mikyle Douglas. Dan Dada, big up yourself, man. Yeah, man, as I said, yes. YouTube, big you up, man. Brian H is saying, here come my Leeward Islands. I know you're going to say that, Brian H. Well, look at that ball, Brian H. It's missing leg stump. Off the back foot go Brad Barnes, who need a score. He turns it down to fine leg. They gone for one. They will come back for two. The ball slowing up, but it got there. The keeper had to chase, but it got there. Well played. Well played. They took the man from short fine leg and put him in front of the bat. And Brad Barnes just turned it away down to short fine leg. And Hamilton have to give chase. And by the time he got there, although the ball slowed up, it got into the boundary. Four more. 136 now for four. This is good. We need a little partnership now. These two batsmen need to deliver. Pete Salmon is in the team. Romain Morris is in the team. But Odean Smith, who has been in the top 5 of the Jamaican batting, he's not here today. And last Friday, he scored a crucial 53 from, I think, about 30 deliveries. 5, 6, and 3 fours. I was at 17 deliveries. I think it was 30 deliveries. And so we're probably going to miss him now. Really going to miss him. We need to second down, man. Definitely need to second down. Down the leg side, look to turn it away. The keeper misses. Miss stump. I think that's a miss stump opportunity there, no? Definitely miss stump opportunity there. Was Brad Barnes' foot out of the ground? Wide signal by the umpire. The score moves up. Was his right foot out of the ground? No, it was firmly grounded. Well done, young man. Good balance. 138 for 4. Jay, I agree with you. Time for these two to show me what they wrote. They definitely, yes. Yeah, we are. You see, that's the beauty. We think alike a number of the times. Walsh round the wicket, bowls to the left-handed Glenn, who was opening up his body, and then the googly turns across him and he packed it back down to the bowler, and there is no run. The score remained at 138 for 4. Yes, man. Yes, Jay, I agree with you. You and I are the same wavelength, Jay. We need some scores from these two. Round the wicket, bowls to Glenn, who was forced it off the back foot, cannot beat backward point. Off the outer portion of the bat, the fielder scrambled to his right, prevent the single. That's Joel Anjo. The score is 138 for 4. 1 to come in over number 23. Watch. We need a partnership here now. We need these two. Round the wicket comes Walsh, bowls to Glenn, who covers up and played into the offside, and there is no run. At the end of over number 23, it's 138 for 4. Just like for the West Indies, whosoever is picking the playing 11, I pick them. And I really want these two guys to do well. And I really hope that these two put on a very big partnership. And as Jay said, it's time for them to show why they were picked. And I was disappointed that someone like Nicholas Lewin was not in the squad. I would have loved to see someone like Nicholas Lewin, who is someone who have demonstrated from a youth level that he has the ability to bat through. And I would have loved to see someone like Nicholas Lewin. I hope for the 4-day season, definitely someone like Nicholas Lewin will be in the Jamaican Scorpion squad. Yes, we definitely need someone who has that stability and play straight for a long period of time, like a Nicholas Lewin, to be in the Jamaica 4-day squad. Cornwall bowls to the right-handed Barnes, who defends. It came off the pad. The keeper rushes from behind the stump, picks up no run. The score remains at 138 for 4. It appears that everyone has written off the Leewards, but have you all forgotten about Tabers being turned around? Off the back foot, strokes it down to the field at mid-on, and there is no run. You go on here, Patrick Lambert. You go on. You better go look for Teresa. You go on here. Go on. Go. You need to talk to Teresa. Swept away, chance out. Oh, Brad Barnes go. Easy catch. 138 for 4. What is happening here? Patrick Lambert, what is happening here? Edward Van Leeuwen is thinking that Jamaica will struggle to get 175, 185. I hope you are wrong, boss. Patrick Smith is saying, unfortunately, I'm always at work during the time of your commentary. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. My big friend, George Henry. How you doing, sir? Have a wonderful day, my friend. I appreciate you checking in, man. Blessings to you. Good afternoon, Mr. Brown, said George Henry. How are you? I sent you a few messages, but you didn't have the time to read them. George, I haven't seen on my phone. I will check. I will check, George. Wow. Sorry about that, George. My apology, man. I will definitely check, George. So Mikyle Douglas believe that Leeward Islands can't chase nothing over 220. I'll definitely check, George. I'll definitely check. My apology, man. And I'll get back to you. Jamaica. Oh, you said 275, 285. It wasn't one. All right. What we need is 2 more quick wickets. Brian H. Andre Green is asking, where's Jordan Johnson? I don't know. You know, he played in the match on Sunday, Monday against the Bangladeshi. He played in that select 11 against the Bangladeshi team. The West Indies team, as you would know, in that match, they were 87 for 9. Forward comes Romain Morris. And this is a good man to have coming in now, you know. Romain Morris. I think we can still get a big score here, you know. We can still get a big score with Romain Morris. An edge draw caught magnificently at first slip. What a catch by Kofi James. Is that Kofi James? He dived to his left and plucked it out of the air, tossed up by Cornwall. Morris into the big drive, edge, dived away, caught. Brilliant. 138 for 6. The Scorpion are in trouble. Absolute trouble. Oh my God. What is happening here? What is happening? We're just losing wickets all over the place. All over the place. So Jordan Johnson made 6 from 14 deliveries in that match against the Bangladeshi. Gee, I can't believe this for true. Can't believe this. Patrick, Theresa said she don't want you to talk to her here. She said you need to be a big man. And she don't want you to just be talking to her here. That's what Theresa said, Patrick. So don't talk to Theresa here. She said she don't want you to talk to her here, Patrick. So wait. So Brian H is saying both of the quick wickets that I asked for. What is really happening, man? Really? Pete Salmon is a good batsman, though, you know. Cornwall to Salmon, and Salmon covers up. He give him out. No! What does that mean? That clearly struck outside the line of the half stump. This is disgraceful umpiring, man. Oh, no, man. I want to see that replay again. What does that mean? This happening all the while the West Indies domino effect. Junior West Indies team batting performance. Same batting. Boy, that looked like it struck me outside. Well, let's give the umpire the benefit of the doubt. He is in the best position. And I don't think it's ESPN, so the camera should be definitely in line. The Jamaican batting falling away. At what score did Canberra got out? Remember I was saying that these two need to bat until the 30th over? At what? I can't speak. I will. Griffith said, is there a link to a scorecard for this match? I'll try and send you one, Griff. I'll try and put one in the chat for. I can't speak. I can't speak, man. I can't speak. I just can't speak. This is unfortunate. Absolutely unfortunate. What does that mean here? I think it could probably be in line, you know. Walsh bowls to Glenn, who forced it through the offside. Even the fielding of the Leeward Islands have gotten better now. So there's a link for the live. Someone did ask about a live scorecard. Yeah, yes. Google it, yeah, man. We always, the umpire decision is final, but it doesn't mean we can't analyze it. We can analyze it. They are human beings, so we can analyze it. But yes, their decision is final. 126 when John Campbell got out. So we have lost 6 wickets for 13 runs. And Robert Ains must be devastated. Walsh bowls to the right-handed Royal, who played it back down the pitch, and there is no run. Royal is going to play a few shots now. Respect Griff. Respect Griff. I'm working on getting a scorecard up on the live stream. Working hard at it. Probably one of the things that I need to do is to find the right person, because sometimes some things you have to outsource it. So I probably need to find the right person who can overlay the scorecard, who knows how to overlay the live scorecard. So while the match is going on, you'll be seeing the live score. So I need to find somebody who knows how it is done to overlay the scorecard in OBS, so that the scorecard can be on the screen. The live score. I can always overlay a scorecard that pulled away by Royal for 4, 145 for 7. I can always overlay a scorecard, but I would have to manually operate the scorecard. But I want to overlay a scorecard where I don't have to manually operate it, because it will come from the live score of the match. Six wickets in 21 balls for 13 runs. Leeward Islands is happy now. Yes, even their feeling have improved. Even their feeling. This is a type of batting that the West Indies always sees. Once the informed guy goes down, everyone behind just lays down their wicket. So we're in over number 25. 5 overs to go. 145 for 7. 145 for 7. Walsh bowls to Royal, who played this away off the outer portion of the bat to backward point, and there is no run. 145 for 7 at the end of over number 25. And you really mean that, say that, I believe that anything that Jamaica makes, the Leeward Islands will make less. There was... Whoa. When I saw that leg before and replay, it did look much closer than I first thought. First, I thought it was outside the line of the off stump, but he was out. Cornwall bowls to Glenn, who turned this down back with a square leg. The keeper will give chase. They second on 1. The score moves up now to 146 for 7 in over number 26. 146 for 7 in over number 26. I'm sure about half of Jamaica's side didn't deserve to be there, to be honest, but I still support them. I got the point. I do support them. Definitely have to support them. The person, though, who I would have definitely loved to see in the side is definitely Nicholas Lewin. He bats. I think he's solid. His strike rate is probably about 75. But the thing is that he's going to bat through the innings most of the time. As Royal looks to reverse sweep, struck outside the off stump, there's no run. The score remains at 145 for 7. I would have definitely loved to see him in the team. Nonetheless, he's not there, so we have to back these. Down the pitch come Royal, and he is high in the air. As he got enough of it, it's down to the field. Out comes across, can't stop it. Sloppy fielding again. What was he doing? Oh, that was so sloppy. Ball was hit high in the air, down towards long on. The fielder came across, and as he came across, he did neither went for the catch or tried to stop the ball. It just bounced away. He tried to use his foot. Instead of sliding, he tried to use his foot and stop it. They are not happy. 150, the Jamaica 150 is up. That is enough. He hit this one down to long on again, 6 runs. This is how Royal plays. He's going to fire. He's going to play some shots until he gets out. 156 for 7. And he has done some damage to the side screen. Well, that's a very cheap material that they just paint over. Probably some, it's not even plyboard. It's probably something thinner than plyboard. So damage done. At least 200 would give me some hope. We can get to 200. Glenn is still batting. Royal can play some shots. 2-3 more big hit. And we are 180. Cornwall bowls to Royal. And Royal hit this again. All the way. 6 more. He's taking Cornwall to the cleaners here. 162 now for 7. This is how he plays. And he'll be chatting a lot now. I'm telling you. He's out there chatting a lot, knowing Royal. If you know Royal, you know that he's chatting a lot. He's giving it to them, not only some shots, but he's giving it to them. He would be chatting a lot. He would have them now. He would have them. He has them where he wants them now. What are they going to bowl to him next? 162 for 5. The Leeward Islands are bemused now. And he's chatting. He's chatting a lot. You see it there? He's chatting a lot, man. You see it? He's chatting a lot. He got away a few 6. He's going to chat a lot. Cornwall's to Royal. And he played this away to the man at straight mid-wicket. There's no run. 162 for 7 at the end of over number 26. Lovely. Lovely, man. He's chatting, and he's chatting. That's Royal. If you knows him, he's going to chat until he's out. Say, Jay saying that Jamaica has only 4 batsmen, and from them, gone Lord of mercy. Well, to be honest, Jay and Odean Smith have been batting well down the order for the West Indies in this tournament. Unfortunately, he's gone to Abu Dhabi instead of representing Jamaica. But I guess he has to make the decision that he thinks is best for himself. Just to sum up, these guys in one word, pathetic, said Patrick Smith. That's Patrick Smith. So Durham comes into the attack, bowls to Glenn, and Glenn played it back down the half side of the pitch, and there is no run. The bowler moves to his right field. What Glenn needs to do now is to just get a single and give Royal the strike. Get a single and give Royal the strike. Don't let him get cold. Durham bowls to Glenn, and Glenn tucked this into the onside. Diving effort by the field at mid-wicket who stopped it. No run. Better fielding by the Leewards ever since they start to get the wickets. So Durham. Over the wicket, bowls to Glenn. Glenn off the back foot, clipped it again. Straight to that man at mid-wicket. No run. There's a lot of overs still to bat, so there's no struggle, but there's no pressure to really rotate the strike, but it will be good if you can miss the fielder. Durham bowls to Glenn, and Glenn covers up and plays it back down the pitch to the bowler who field, and there is no run. So let's watch Durham. Over the wicket, bowls to Glenn, and Glenn is forward. Stroke it out into the offside, no run. The score remains at 162 for 7. 1 to come in this over. So Durham here starting with a maiden. Durham. He mops away in front of him. This is Glenn. He finally now secors. It's taken a long time to secor. Durham over the wicket, bowls to Glenn. Glenn off the back foot, beat the man at mid-wicket at the end of the over and get a singer. Wow, Royal will be chatting some more now because Royal really need a piece of Cornwall. So 163 for 7. Now, Royal plays on the one way. And if Royal bats anything like 5-6 over, Jamaica is going to reach 220. It's a batsman where the Leeward Islands Hurricane, they have to get him out. If they don't, he's going to score a lot of runs. But when he's batting, he not only let the bat do the talking, but he talks a lot and he gets under the bowler's skin and the fielding team. Bowl to Glenn, who drives it down to long on. Well, for a moment I thought it was long on, but there's a field at mid on who came across Joel Andrew field, but they go through for a single. So the fireworks here now. So Patrick Lambert is saying, I noticed that you are getting cold because 200 runs doesn't look to be in the picture. Well, I am a bit nervous. Of course, Patrick Lambert. I'm honest man. I'm a bit nervous. Yes, Jay, fight Royal, fight. Cornwall bowls to Royal and he hit this away over mid-wicket for 6 more. Oh, wow. 170 for 7 now. That's Royal. He moves up to 28. So Cornwall pitched up and he hit it away over wide long on Cow corner for 6. It went into the stand. And he will be talking a lot. He will be talking a lot, man. He will be talking a lot. This is lovely. If you are out there, this is lovely. Yes, he's fighting. Doc 2000, big up, and he swung this away again. Another massive 6 by Royal. That gone further. Oh, Royal, you beauty. Oh, he's taking them to the cleaners. 2 consecutive 6. He moves up to 34. He was down the pitch that time. Get into the pitch of the delivery and swung it away. Oh, Doc, to 2020, welcome. I want him. Does he has a defensive shot in him? Does he has a defensive shot in him now just to block this? Just to block this one. It's raining here in my neck of the woods, but I would like to see 6 raining. That's what is happening. Ross, look cool though. Yeah, man. Why that lady? Why she just don't relax? Is it the sun shining on her? Why is she making up her face like that? Just relax and enjoy the cricket. The 6s from Royal are bringing great pain to her. Slip goes in. Cornwall bowls to Royal and he defends. Oh, taken on the pad. No appeal. He makes sure. Is he picking the lengths and lines so good that he plays that defensive stroke? Yeah, there is he. He's talking and Hamilton is loving the talking too. Cornwall bowls to Royal off the back foot and he played this away down to backward point to Thomas who field and there's no run. So clearly Cornwall have pulled back his length a little, which is good. Is Royal playing the numbers game here? Cornwall to Royal off the back foot. Thomas comes to his right, picked up, but the batsman staying their ground. Good work there by Thomas. You know, Thomas looking good in the field. He just comes around and just picked up with the one on, trying to try down the stump, but he kept the ball because the batsmen are staying in their ground. I just took 45 minutes break and so many wickets we have lost. Yes, we lost, 6 wickets for 12 runs. But there's a good looking partnership here with Royal playing some shots. 34 from 15 deliveries. He probably hit 4 6s out of that, you know. And a 4. He has really playing some shots. After 28 overs, the Scorpion 176 for 7. Durham bowls to Glenn, who played it to mid-wicket, and there is no run. Remember, we have bowling. Mindley, Pistol, Pete, Brian, and Royal can destroy Leeward Islands any day. Remember that. Yes, man, we do. Durham bowls to Glenn, and Glenn defends out into the offside, and there is no run. He's bowling fast, you know. Durham is not. He's bowling fast. He's not giving it flight. He's going into the pitch hard. Over the wicket, bowls to Glenn, who whipped this away. To the man at mid-wicket, they have to stay in their ground, as that one was going to the left of Aiden Walsh Jr., who moves smoothly. You see what I was talking about, that they need to get that fielder into mid-wicket. You have saved so many runs since he came there. So here is Durham, bowls to Glenn, and Glenn strokes this down to long on for a singer. So 2 to come now. Interesting here now. So interesting. Let's see if Durham is going to go around the wicket or he'll stay over the wicket. So he's going around the wicket. It looks like, I'm just trying to figure, 177 for 7 is the score. Royal, yes, so he's going around the wicket. So there's a slip, a short third man, and then there's an extra cover. Then there's a backward point. So Durham is coming between the umpires and the stump. Round the wicket, bowls to Royal, who just locked this down to fine leg. They're gone for 1, but the ball is running very close to the boundary. It gets there now, 4 runs, lovely shot. 38 now, 181 for 7. Royal moves up to 38. 181 for 7. Glenn is on 5. A lot of over left. Don't rush it. Just go and milk it and make 250. 250 will be out of reach for the Leewards, definitely. $181 for 7. As let's watch. I would love to see that lady just relax her face. 181 for 7. Bowls to Royal, who played this away off the inner portion of the bat through mid-wicket. They're gone for 1. They feel a lumber after it and then sending a wayward return. Allow the batsman to come back for 2, which pushes Royal up to 40. It's 183 for 7 at the end of over number 29. Easy, Royal. Please don't rush it and get out, man. Yes, Jay. So Ferrell Davis is saying, Dawes. Sorry, Ferrell Dawes. Jamaica eye the better players. You mean eye them at home or eye them down the batting order? So Steve Russell, it was a 3 consecutive 6, Steve Russell. Wow. Yes, 13 from 3 balls. Royal is mad, Steve Russell is saying. Yes, and I can tell you, as I said, he's chatting a lot. Cornwall bowls to Glenn, who turn it away through square leg. They go for 1. That's all they will get. 184 now for 7. Beautiful guile from Cornwall, from Royal, said Jay. Osborne cross. Oh, sorry. O'Shane Crossburn. Where is asking where I watch it? ESPN Plus in the car. Sorry. Royal bowls to. Oh my God. Cornwall bowls to Royal, who swept this away down backward of square leg for 4. He moves up to 44. The score is now 188 for 7. ESPN Caribbean and ESPN Plus in North America. Jamor Small, good afternoon to you. I think you mean 2:30. Cornwall bowls to Royal, and he hit this down to long on. Oh, it's 6 more. Over the field ahead for 6 more. That's his 50, Royal. What a quick 50 this. 19 deliveries. Is that the fastest 50? Is that the fastest 50 in the tournament? Well played, man. 194 for 7. I want to tell you, not even the Jamaican players can manage him when he get back in the dressing room now, What amount of chatting there now? But that's his nature. He brings laughter. Cornwall bowls to Royal, and Royal defends back down the half side of the pitch, and there is no run. Oh, it's Brissett from down to earth. Okay, Brissett, how you doing? Respect Brissett, man. Oh, lovely, man. Lovely, Brissett. How you doing, man? And that played away down to long on for a singer. Oh, lovely, Brissett. How you doing, man? Nice to hear from you, man. Yes, Maxie saying Jamaica will fight back. You know what I always remember you about? I always remember you, Brissett. What I always remember, Brissett, Asunk. Hit away, through the offside, fielded, no run, they score. Oh, one, they got a singer. I just mixed up there because I was thinking about Brissett. I remember, what I always remember, Brissett. I always remember, you know. I remember this, I think we were playing Lucas at Kensington one Saturday, and I was feeling that cover. And I pull off something, and I said, what a catch. I always remember you saying that, Brissett. I always remember. You know, I was at cover, and I think the ball was far to my left, and I dive and come up with it, and you say, what a catch. No, it was it was high to my left, and I leap and pluck it out of the air. I remember. I always remember you saying that, Brissett. Trust me. Always remember. Oh, it looks like Royal have hit Cornwall off the park. I don't mean hit him for 6. I mean Cornwall is going off the park. Royal absolutely hit him out of the park, off the ground. Oh, his spell has come to an end. 10 overs, 1 made, 4 for 67. So he's going to take his rest now. I thought that Royal have hit him off the park completely. No, but his spell has come to an end. And you know that he usually comes off. Durham, over the wicket, bowls to Glenn, who plays this down to the man at short mid-wicket. That's Walsh moving quickly, and there is no run. Yes, congratulations to Royal. Durham bowls to Glenn, and Glenn is forward, plays it out into the offside, and there's no run. What a 50 from Royal, said Jay. Yes, man. Jamor Small said 50 runs. Rowan Perry saying 7 runs and over will give us over 300. Yes, but we have 3 wickets in hand. Can we reach there? Durham bowls to Royal, who played it out into the offside, took a few steps out of his crease, but Andrew's field. And there is Andrew. Over the wicket comes bowl to Glenn, who Glenn strokes it to the man at short cover, and there is no run. Where's my Leeward Islands people? Big up on yourself. Yes. Jamaica is fighting back. Yes, Stuart, we are fighting back. Yes, Doc, I always remember you saying what a catch, man. Down the pitch, come Glenn and hit it straight down the ground. The umpire almost dead. He had to move quickly. That whistle past him. Oh, down the pitch. And he hit it. The umpire had to duck. 200 for Jamaica. That's brought up the 200. We are in over. Wow. You know, I generally, 30 overs is usually my break. Please slash a like on the video, because 30 overs is usually my break. I usually break after 30 overs. And we're in over number 31. So you really need to slash a like on the video now to keep the commentary going. Jamaica is fighting back. It's a good fight back. Bowls to Glenn, and Glenn forward. 200 for 7. Glenn is on 11. Royal is on 51. At the end of over number 31, Jamaica Scorpion, 200 for 7. Durham, none for 12 from his 3 overs. So Jay saying, work some singer, Glenn, please, please. We passed. Oh, that was on. Umpire, yes, he almost, that came back at him like a rocket. He had to move out of the way, and they haven't shown a replay. Well, when I said I should have probably used the word, it almost hit him. I do not want to, but it's just over exuberance, So I use that word over exuberantly. I apologize. I do not want to see anyone die. Not at all. But I guess, but it came back at him rapidly. Jamaica is fighting back, said Owen Davis. However, our top order is atrocious. I call them local bully. In Senior Cup, they score hundreds after hundreds. And at this level, they can't even bat to save their life. Okay, Hadwin Davis. Walsh bowls to Royal, who defends. Just playing some respect there to that first delivery. As I said, we support the playing 11, but I would have definitely loved to see Nicholas Lewin in this thing. Shot to Royal, who cuts it away. Beat the dive of backward point into the boundary for 4. He continues on his merry way. 55 now for Royal. 204 for 7. This is a spanking knock by Royal, you know. Roger Allen is saying 278 Jamaica will make. Mikyle is saying, I don't see Glenn working too much singers. That's just not his style, said Mikyle Douglas, who I think could have played with Glenn. What would we do without you? Thanks a lot, said Clive Samuels. You know, Clive Samuels, thank you, man. You know, it's coming up to my break now. You know, my break is usually at 30 over. Hit away, down to long off. 1 bounce, 4 more. He moves up now to 59, 208 for 7. 59 from 24 deliveries. Wow, Royal is playing a gem here today. Right. What about young Jordan Johnson? Should he not be in the squad, said Adwayne Davis? As Royal, that's Walsh bowls to Royal and he played it back down the offside of the pitch and there is no run. At the end of the over, 2 deliveries to come. Let me say something. Royal bowls short and it pulls away over deep mid-wicket for 6 more. I think it dropped on the cushion and come back in, but I think it's 6. You know, they're going to check it. But I think it is 6 because the theory is if it hit the cushion on the full, it comes back into play. But if it dropped just in front of the cushion, it will bounce over. So I think it hit the cushion on the full. Let me see. Of course, the theory holds right again. If it hit the cushion on the full, it comes back into play. It comes back into play. But if it bounces just in front of the cushion, it go over. So 6 more. 214 now. Royal move up to 65. So 1 more delivery to come in the over. That was shot by Aiden Walsh Jr. And it was pulled away over deep mid-wicket. And you can imagine how much he's chatting out there. You can imagine. I can just tell you that the field has spread far and wide. Far and wide. 1 to come. Walsh. Bowls to Royal and Royal dab this away. The man at backward point field this time and there is no run. At the end of over number 2, 32, 214 for 7. Please slash a like on the video. Please slash a like on the video. I'm doing overtime now, so you need to slash a like on the video. To the Jordan Johnson thing, I've always said that what I've been looking at, read Jordan Johnson, why I don't comment on it. He's not at the West Indies Academy, although he's in he was picking the Jamaica reserve. But I think that if he's not in the Jamaica team, he should have been in the West Indies Academy team or should have been in the CCC team. And I'm wondering if there's another issue why he's in none of the 3 teams. I don't know, but that I have to ask the question, why isn't he in any of the 3 teams? Because if it is for purely cricketing reason, he should be in one of those 3 teams. If he's not in the Jamaican team, he should be in the West Indies Academy team or he should be in the CCC team. And it forced me to ask the question, why is Jordan Johnson not in any of those 3 teams? Is it something else? As Durham bowls to Glenn. So that's how I look at the Jordan thing. Adwayne Davis. He should have been in one of those 3 teams. Elton Tucker, my friend, how are you? Blessed Carlton. Yeah, man, good 50 from Royal. Elton Tucker. You know, this watch along should be streaming to your channel too. You know, next time we have to set it up. Elton Tucker, who is the CEO for TVN Cricket Power Play. You know, you can tune to, he shows a lot of cricket live from South Florida. So please tune into his channel, all those cricket that is going on in South Florida. By the way, next weekend, the youth tournament that is going on in Tampa. You know, Elton and I supposed to be doing a collaboration and streaming it. We have some things that we don't quite secure on as yet with the organizers. So we no ball, that's a big no ball. So one more to the Jamaican total. There are some things that need to be finalized with the organizers. But at this time, I would say we are 75% going to do it, but we are not 100%. There are things to be finalized. Free hit, swung away by Glenn for 6. 221 for 7 now, Jamaica. Glenn moves up to 17. Royal is on 65. So hopefully we can iron out things with the promoters of the tournament. Things are to be ironed out. And once things are ironed out, we will be bringing that tournament. And you should tune in to watch because it will be top class, bro. You'll be surprised that we can do such a production. It's going to be a real good quality production. Turn away, true mid wicket by Glenn. One more to the, oh, he stopped. Good work there by Aiden Walsh Jr. He saw Matt Jr. going towards the ball and then he stopped. 221 for 7. 221 for 7. So once we can work out those issues, down the leg side, wide signal. No wide. What that? Oh, yes, he signal wide now. 222 now for 7. Over the wicket, balls to Glenn, and Glenn whipped this away through square leg, down to the fielder on the boundary. 223 now for 7. So Royal is on 65, Glenn is on 18, 223 for 7 after 33 overs. I must say, there's a lot of overs remaining, 17, and we only have 3 wickets in hand. But at the same time, Glenn must rotate the strike. Because we know Royal is just going to bully the ball in until he's out. If he gets out playing one of his big shots, so be it. He has scored 65 by playing big shots. You cannot now tell him not to play big shots. Yeah, so the tournament, the youth tournament from Tampa, that TV and Cricket Power Play and the Cricket Forum that should be streaming live. There are some hiccups with the negotiations, you know, so hopefully we can iron out that because that's negotiation. So I will say we are about 75%, but everything needs to be in place and the negotiation finalized. Once that is done, we'll be bringing you a quality production. I tell you that. So some pace comes back into the attack now. So these two play for Melbourne, I think. Thomas over the wicket, bowls to Glenn, and Glenn drives to the man at cover, and there is no run. I am still hoping they can give me my predicted score of 294. Rowan Perry, that will be lovely. It will be lovely. Lot of that ball, lot that Merchant, that one tough. Royal is a hard-hitting batsman. Very good, Royal. Big up, said Stewart. Ramiz Stewart. Thank you. Yes, man. Beat them, Royal, said Andre Green. Thomas, over the wicket, bowls to Glenn, and Glenn drives. Can't beat backward point. There is no run. The score remains at 223 for 7. 223 for 7. Shane Blakey said, come on, people, like up the live. Over 590 people on the live. Like it up. Yes. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Shane Blake, really appreciate that. Definitely. You know, and generally, as I said, the comment should have ended after 30 overs. But I'm trying to just go on. So just like up the like for that. Outside the half stump, leave alone, through to the bowler, through to the keeper, and there is no run. It means, therefore, you know what is going to happen if I do all of Jamaica innings? It means that I may not come back for the Leeward innings. And that will be nice. So maybe I should stop, get the rest so that I can come back for the Leeward innings. But Jamaica batting, yeah, and Royal is on 65. So put them under pressure. Yeah, Jamaica. Yes, O'Shane Crossburn. Yeah, man. Over the wicket comes Thomas, bowls to Royal, who played it to good mid-wicket. Good work there once again by Walsh. Was it? No, that looks bigger than Walsh. Is it Henry? Henry again with that knee. 223 for 7. Glenn is on strike. So no run out of this over thus far. Rowan Perry think that we have recovered well. Rowan Perry, if I shouldn't read that comment, you know, man, because I hope you don't get any wicket now in a Rowan Perry. Over the wicket come Thomas, bowls to Glenn down the leg side, wide signal, 124 for 7. Glenn to stop soaking up so many dot balls, for real. I want him to rotate the strike, man. Kevin Joseph said, I'm a Barbadian, but supporting the Jamaican this match. Well, next match, we are going to clip your wings, you know. We are going to sting the pride. But I'm glad that you are supporting Jamaica. Happy to have you, Kevin Joseph. One love, man. I was in your country earlier this year for the World Cup. Thomas over the wicket, bowls to Glenn, who allows it to go through outside the half stump. 224 for 7, the score remains. 1 to coming over, number 34. Ron Perry said, it's hard and sad for you to leave us now. I'll try keep on going as long as I can. So what I'll do is do the Jamaican innings and then the Leeward Islands just. But there's a lot of persons who are not seeing the match. That's the thing, and I really want. Well, let me stay. Bowls to Glenn, who whipped this away to mid-wicket, no run score, and so Royal will comes into strike for the first time in 3 overs. 65 from 27 deliveries he is. The thing about it, you know, another drinks break, so I can. Royals, Kurt McKenzie said, Royal has went too much deliveries without getting strike. What is Glenn doing? Yes, he has gone too many deliveries without getting strike, and that's what we are saying. He really needs to give. By the way, that was a made over from O'Shane. No, he bowled a wide, so it wasn't a made over. 224 for 7. 224 for 7. We're at the drinks break. So the last wicket went down at 138. So we are 14 away from the 100 partnership, so that they had 86 runs. 138 when Pete Salmon was magnificently caught by James at first slip going to his left. And these two have now added 86 runs because we are 224 for 8. So Sherwin Campbell is asking, who's from the Jamaican batting lineup is a test player? You play tests by making runs. John Campbell is a test cricketer. John Campbell and Kirk McKenzie, Jermaine Blackwood. Yes, all those 3 are test cricketers. They played test cricket already, Sherwin Campbell. So there are 3 test cricketers there. 3 test cricketers. John Campbell, Kirk McKenzie, and Jermaine Blackwood have all played test cricket. Yes, so there are 3 test cricketers in the team, Sherwin. So Jade said that Royal is showing up the so-called batsmen. All I know. Horace Thomas is saying, very good commentary from Yaga. Big up yourself, Horace Thomas. I appreciate it. I appreciate those comments. Good afternoon, Antoine. Anthony Lewis. Are you related to the young man that I've been talking about, Nicholas Lewin? Because I am one who believes that Nicholas Lewin really has a what I love about Nicholas Lewin he bats and bats and bats and bats. As I say, he doesn't score as fast as some of our batsmen. He doesn't score as slow as Brathwaite, of course. He scores faster than Brathwaite. But he has the ability to bat and bat and bat, and he bat long. He should have been a part of the Under-19 World Cup team, but he suffered an hand injury, I think 2 days before the team had left for South Africa. So he has some pedigree. And I would definitely hope that with the Regional 4-Day coming up in a few months' time, that I expect him to be in the Jamaican Scorpion team. Frederick Henry, I don't understand. I don't understand. This 224 for 7 after 34 overs, Tyrone. I don't understand Frederick Henry. What happened to Bonner? Oh, what happened to Bonner? Sorry. You know, there's some, what's the best way to put it? The relationship between the Jamaica Cricket Association and Bonner is a little strained. I think that's the best way to put it. So Ron Perry and Antonio, you know it's that. So off the back foot, Royal forced this away down to the fielder on the cover boundary. It's 225 for 7. 225 for 7. The Jamaican score. So Royal just showing Glenn how he needs us to tick over it. I think Glenn is coming on his front foot too early. I think I want to see Glenn relax and allow the ball to come to him some more. Play the ball from under his chin and just spin it in the gap. I think he's too early on his front foot. Right? Off the back foot, he cuts this to the man at cover and there is no run. The score is on 225 for 7. And if you look there again, he came on the front foot first. Not a big step, but then he had to rock back. Let's see. Onto the front foot again, turn away, into the onside, down back with a square leg for a singer. So Royal comes into strike. And immediately as Royal come into the strike, I get excited because you know he's either going to go, he's going to go one way or the other. He's either going to go off the field or the ball is going to go. Durham bowls to Royal, who just eased this down to long off for a singer. It's one more. The score moves up now to 227 for 7. As Glenn comes into strike. Durham over the wicket, bowls to Glenn again. Forward, blocks it down to the onside. Walsh field again, and there is no run. Come bowls to Glenn, who turned that away through mid-wicket for a singer. It's 128 for 7 at the end of over number 35 with Royal on 67. Glenn is on 20. Durham have completed 5 overs, no maiden, none for 25. The Jamaican Scorpion, 228 for 7. 90 now is the partnership between these two. And you see, Jay, you're mixing up my head there now because when I look and I saw your comment, I said, and you're telling Janice to come to your living room to watch the match. You know, that's it. Jay's telling Janice to come to his living room to watch the match. I wonder why you want her in your living room, Jay. Will your wife approve of it? Patrick Lambert is saying, Thomas comes in, bowls to Glenn, and Glenn defends down the offside to the man at cover, and there is no run. I think these two played for Melbourne, both Glenn and Thomas. Is it Glenn that captained Melbourne? Or is it Mansing? Mikyle Douglas, you know these things. Anthony Jervis, how you doing, man? Big up yourself. Good afternoon to you too, man. Yes, man. Good work from Jamaica. So there's a backward point. There's a cover, short, fine leg, and a mid-on. Those are the 5 in the field. Inside the circle, Thomas bowls to Glenn, drive to the left of the man at cover. They go through for a quick single and they will get the overthrow. The ball comes in at the non-strikers end and they are back for 230 for 7. 230 for 7. So Glenn moves up to 22. Royal is on 67. Thomas, 5.2 overs. Did he bowl a maiden? I can't recall if he bowled a maiden. But none for 16 from his 5.2 overs. I said it again and I said it already and I'm saying it again. Let's watch. Thomas over the wicket, bowls to Glenn who defends back down the inside of the pitch. Thomas stretched out his hand field and there is no run. I think that Thomas is bowling so well. And I think Robert Ains is looking on and saying, you know, I need to get back Thomas. You know, you'd have been run out. I need to get back Thomas in this Jamaican squad, you know. He's bowling really well. 5.3 overs, none for 16. Did he bowl one maiden? I can't recall at this time. But I'll check. I'll check if he did bowl a maiden. No maiden. So 5.3 overs, no maiden, none for 16. As he over the wicket now, comes to Glenn, and Glenn played this away. Pass backward point, Dollar. Dollar more for the Jamaicans. Glenn moves up to 26. The score moves up now to 234 for 7. He cuts it away down to backward point for 4. 234 for 7. Patrick said, I won't be surprised. You're always being a brilliant person. Thank you, Patrick. Wow. Shane Blake is saying, Mindley Test cricket too. I have addressed it before, Shane Blake. And my thoughts are that let's watch this delivery. Thomas bowls to Glenn, bouncer through to the keeper. That's the response from the big fast bowler. I love it. Love it. Love it. And they're talking. They're talking. He's talking to his fast bowler who turns and walk away. He probably said to him, if I bowl one more, I'll drop you for the next Melbourne match. Love it. Love it. Just love it. As he bowl a bumper to his captain. Can you imagine what happened in training at Melbourne? Thomas on his way again, bowls to Glenn, and Glenn play a short rising delivery to the man at cover, stays in his ground. So another good over from Thomas. 6 overs, no maiden, none for 20. The Scorpions 234 for 7. Glenn is on 26. And Javon Royal is on 67. I don't quite get it, Patrick, though. Oh, Patrick Simit. Thank you, man. I always appreciate comment. I always appreciate kind compliments. I always. So Shane Blake, what I've said about Mindley, due to the Mindley in the last regional 4-day tournament, I think he never played a lot of matches due to injury. I'm trying to remember. However, Durham bowls to Royal, witness down to long on the bounce, straight to the fielder. It bounced from him. Will they go back for 2? No. The second one, 235 for 7. Royal moves up now to 68. So, so Tanis is living in St. Elizabeth. That played away by Glenn into the offside and there's no run. Royal really want a piece of Durham, you know. Royal is getting reckless, you know, and Glenn must realize that and pick off the single man. Come on, Glenn. Durham over the wicket, bowls to Glenn, and he forced this into the offside, cannot beat the fielder, and there is no run. Come on, Glenn, you have to do something, man. Royal is getting restless. 235 for 7. We're in over number 37. Over the wicket, balls to Glenn, and Glenn turned this away down to short fine leg. They go through for a single. Thomas cannot prevent it. Tanis, I'm coming to St. Elizabeth for you, said Jay. Give me some direction. Wow. You two are not easy, I'm going to leave an argument, I don't know where I'm going. I'm going to leave. Why is this? Oh. I don't know where I'm going, man. We'll leave it alone. Nice, though. Glad that you can connect on this show. Durham bowls to Royal, who defends. That was fast, and it was back of a length. Durham comes in, bowls to Royal, and Royal drives back to the bowler on the bounce, who sends a bad return to the keeper and have to be backed up by this fielder at short third man. End of over number 37, 236 for 7. So Horace Thomas is saying, I think Royal is doing the right thing. Catch some breath first, then go again. That's a good point. Come on, Patrick. I don't drink Red Bull. I know if the wife was here, I would be much better. Thank you, Stephen Russell. Thank you for that. Oh, Anthony Lewis is saying, Dollar, you're from old school. Yeah, man. Thomas, third over on the chat. Balls to Glenn, and Glenn play this to backward point. They go through do they go through for the single? Let's see. No, they stayed in their ground. Good movement by the field at backward point. I really want Royal to get a piece of Thomas though, So Anthony Allen is saying that he's second what Patrick got. It passed. It coming pass. Thomas ball outside the half stump to Glenn, who allows it to go through, and there's no run. Thank you, Marlon. Yeah, Marlon knows everything about Jamaica cricket, Everything. He's a brilliant commentator, and he knows everything about Jamaica cricket. Yes, man. So he's saying that both Thomas and Glenn plays for Melbourne cricket in Jamaica. Yes. Marlon, yeah, I know that part. What I was asking, though, is Glenn the captain for Melbourne? Blessing Jimmy Skeng. Respect, man. Thomas bowls to Glenn in the air, down to third man for a singer. He drives at it, peeled off the outside edge, down to third man for 1. 237 for 7. Now Royal is on strike. Blessing to you, Jimmy Skeng. There are about 10 more players I will put in the squad before the players in today's game. Both Bishop, Teddy, but they haven't performed. You always come up with some name out of the blue who are not performing. Yeah, man, he played one test in Australia, but injured, never finished. Yes, yes, I remember. Over the wicket come Thomas, bowls to Royal, and Royal beaten outside the half stump through to the keeper, no run. That one kept low. Yes, I remember Shane Blake. I did a video on it because when he was selected for the West Indies squad, the moment that he accepted it, I knew. So I did a video right away. So I was able to do the video even before Cricket West Indies announced it. And persons were saying, how you know. And, over the wicket comes Thomas down the leg side off the pad. The keeper didn't collect it. It's running away down towards the boundary. Will they come back for 2? Yes, they're back for 2 leg by. 2 more leg by. But this was one of those things. The moment, when he got the call, There are so many persons, because that time I just started less than a year ago doing this thing, and they were like, "Oh, you know that," but things are always known. Yes, yeah, get the likes up to 300. That would be good, man. Because I've gone way past my cutoff time. I usually cut off at 30 overs. I know it's one delivered for 38. Thomas to Royal defends back down the pitch, and there is no run. It's 239 for 7. Oh, the 100 partnership come up, 239, 101. Brilliant partnership. Thank you, Jay, for highlighting it. 239 for 7. I didn't even realize. The moment you say brilliant partnership, I remember that they started at 138. Brilliant partnership. I think we have batted the Leeward Islands Hurricane out of this match. Beg you a second. Let us get a piece of fruits and come back. It won't take long. I'm hungry. So my apology, but I'm really going a long while. So the score is now 245 for 7, especially those who are only listening to the commentary and not watching the match. 245 for 7. Kamara Dwyer, well done, guys. 101 partnership, yes. Kamara Dwyer, are you the bowler who used to bowl the Chinaman googly spin? Sorry about that, but sometimes logistics. So Glenn is on 41. Jamaica 252 for 7. I missed some big shots. I definitely missed some big shots. Because when I leave, we were 239. So we'd have scored 13 runs since then. Durham bowls to, that's Royal, who dabbed it down to third man, and there is no run. Oh, Glenn got mad. Oh, Jamaica taking Leewards to the laundry. Paul Goodman, good to see you. Royal seconds as Durham bowls to, and he's forward. He's almost playing like a proper batsman now. I think he wants this 100, I think he wants this 100. At the end of over number 7 by Durham, he has conceded 40, and the Scorpion are 253 for 7. 252 for 7. Royal is on 41. Glenn is on 41 and Royal is on 68. So Mikyle Louis, Jeremiah Louis, who is 1 over, went for 16 runs, is back into the attack. No, wasn't me the bowler. Okay, thank you. Jamaica versus Pride should be interesting. Well, it won't be interesting, Paul Goodman. We're just going to brush them aside. How many overs have been bowled? All right, I'm coming to you, Charles Rose. Coming to you. Just give me a minute. It's almost 40 though. I think when I left it was 38. And it's probably I missed one. 39 have been bowled. So Glenn is on strike. He's on 41. 252 bowls to Glenn, and Glenn dabbed this to the left of the field, that backward point. That's Durham. And they go through for a single. So it's 253 now for 7. 253 for 7. We are in over number 40. After this, the Leewards can put one more fielder outside the circle. So his first over went for 16 runs. That's Jeremiah Louis. So Royal now, he's on 68 from 37 deliveries. It was a blistering counterattack from the Jamaican batsman, Bowles, and he just dabbed this away. The field at backward point dived, and then Thomas come across from short third man, and none of them can pick it up as the batsman goes through for a single. 254 for 7. Royal moves up to 69. Glenn on 42 comes into strike. So this is a good fight back from Jamaica. I need a next fast bowler, said Jamor Sumal. it don't matter, Jamor Sumal. Louis over the wicket, balls to Glenn. That a sharp rising bouncer. Would the batsman have to tuck it off from out of his face, and the fielder charging in. That Gore, who opened the bowling and got Carlos Brown bowl and caught for 1. At that time, Jamaica was 12 for 1. Now we are 254 for 7. West Indies name they're playing 11. Well, we discussed that we discussed that a long time. When you're saying that you'd have Sinclair in for Roach and Roach out. Well, I would not. I could not drop Warwickon. I have to play Warwickon. We discussed it earlier. Louis bowls to Glenn, and Glenn whipped this to mid wicket. No run. The score remains at 254 for 7. He should have done better then. I know I can't believe how many overs are left. I told you if they had batted better, 320 would have been so easy. But at 6.4 equal 220, they are scoring at 6.4 runs per over. So that is 320. So they are on track. And one time they were above 6.4. Guide away by Glenn. Down towards backward point, the fielder comes around, picked up, sends the return in. They come back for 2. The score moves up to 2. Oh, they will get overthrow here. They'll get overthrow here again. The sloppiness start coming back into the Leeward Islands Hurricane play, as we saw when Jamaica had them under pressure early on. When they got the 6 wickets for 12 runs, they were diving and they were stopping everything and they were so energetic. But now the pressure starts telling again. Bad return there. And Jamar Hamilton should be blamed too, because he never judged that return correctly. The ball is coming from so far, the keeper can't yark himself. So that's Jamar Hamilton's fault. He yarked himself. Driven down the ground. All along the ground, straight to the man. At long on for a single. Royal is now on 70. So he's closing in on the 72 made by his captain, John Camber. That was a long time ago. 120 now these two have had it at the end of over number 40. All right, that should carry me to the end of the match. Come, Lewis, get a wicket. Well, not today. Not today. Thank you. Jamaica will have to bat better in the final, Mr. Brown. Yes, I think so. We will bat better. Eat you, Barrington. What is eat you? He said eat. Hi. Thanks to my blind cousin Robert, who sent me this link so me can sum up what going. Big up yourself. Thank you, Janet. And thank you to your cousin. And you know, dabbed away down to short third man. They go through for a single. The return comes in at the bowler's end, but Walsh didn't gather. And they go through for a single. 7-1 now for Royal. You know, Janet there, she touched me in a special way. It you know, I've had a lot of compliments since morning. And I appreciate them. Honestly, I appreciate all of them. But to know that because I can provide commentary for a blind person, it touched me, man. It really touched me. I am so happy that I can do it. Honestly. Walsh bowls to Glenn, who forced this away through square leg for a single. The score moves up now to 260 for 7 as Royal on 71 comes back into strike. Glenn is on 40. So I appreciate it and tell your cousin big up your cousin for me. One love, Janet. I really appreciate it. Fitzroy Ellis, how you doing, Ellis? Good to have you here, man. Big up. Walsh comes in, bowls to Royal and he swings, bottom edge, down towards fine leg. Thomas stops it with his shoes. Will they come back for 2? Yes. The big Thomas cannot prevent the 2. Royal moves up now to 73. The Jamaican Scorpion 262 for 7. At one time, I never knew we could get there. Honestly. So, Ellis, there's a lot of persons who have played cricket with our coach. I am seeing in the chat. Big up to you all, guys. Big up. Walsh ball short to... He's out caught. It was a short long up and Royal pulled it away down to long on. It never came out of the screw and he's gone for 73. The Scorpion lost their 8 wickets. You know... I apologize. But I really think Royal got cold. He top score, but I really think he got cold. I really think when he was going great guns, he would have pulled that away over mid-wicket. But he got cold because he was out of the strike so much. Mr. Brown, you need a plate. Seems hungry. Yes, I'm hungry, but I had 2 slices of melon, so that will keep me. And Royal is out, so I was staying around for the century. So, you know. John Ricketts said they are panicking. Yes, they are panicking. Jamor Sumal said that. But you are from the Leeward Islands, right? Jamor Sumal, you are from, which country are you from? I think you are from the Leeward Islands. Yes, it's a good catch, but I think that, you know, Royal could have out a long time, you know. Glenn could have given him the strike and he would have out a long time. But I would have preferred that. I honestly would have preferred that. You know, and this is another ball beater come to the crease. And I hope Jamaica don't lose the wickets in lumps. 262 is good enough, though. 262 is good enough. I don't know if I'll be back for the Leeward Islands innings. I'll talk to Marlon because Marlon is a good commentator. And I'll talk to Elton. And if those guys can come back for the second innings, we'll do a show. You know, I'll definitely do a show if those guys can come back for the second innings. You know, but fortunately, Royal gone. Nice innings. Nice innings from Royal. But I just really think that Glenn would have contributed to that. Brian, and he hedged it away past the first slip down to the man at short third man. And so the score remains at 162 for 8. See, it was a long up. It was a long up. But you see, because he got cold, the feet never move. You know, the body never works like how it should have worked. Walsh bowls to Brian, who defends out into the offside. And there is no run. 41 overs have been bowled up. Brian is also a ball beater, you know. So let's see if he will get away a few deliveries. 270 plus is a good score, but that is a good score that can work with under good bowling. Yes, Rami is sure. I have no doubt that we're going to win from here. At 138 for 7, we're in trouble. But 262, they're not going to get it. Mindley is going to run through them. Yes, good innings from Royal. I agree with you. He carried the lower order. Yeah, and no, it's a good, let me tell you now. Don't misinterpret me. It's a good innings from Glenn, but I think it could be better. You know, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have used 8 bowlers. Athena, welcome, man. Sorry that we're not playing Trinidad, but I know that there are Barbadians fans who are glad that Barbados went through, but your team just collapsed like that yesterday. Mr. Andre Green, I'm not blaming Glenn. I'm just saying that it could have been better. He could have rotated the strike a little more. So, you know, so it's separating the issues, Andre Green, and not combining the issues. I'm not blaming him. Louis bowls to Glenn, steered it away to the man at short third man, and they were going looking for a single, but he was sent back by Gordon Bryan. So it is a good innings. But wouldn't you have wanted to see better, Andre? And that's all I'm saying, that it could have been better if he was some deliveries that he was blocking, especially when Royal was going hard. I would have wanted to see him give Royal more of the strike. That discredit his innings, but I think it could have been better. That is so. I'm not blaming him. Shot by Louis, pulled away by Glenn, down to fine leg for 4. Lovely shot there by Glenn. That's his 50. Well played. And see, so well played, man. Well played. Well played. 50 from 66 deliveries. That's still not bad, you know, Andre Green. Yeah, 50 from 66 deliveries. That's not bad at all. It's still not bad. So, yes, not bad. But those 66 dot balls are what I'm talking about. You know, 66 dot balls. He faced, you know, no, sorry. No, I'm wrong. He faced 66 balls. Sorry, he faced 66 balls. Louis over the wicket, bowls to Glenn. Short, slower delivery. Slapped it down to the fielder on the cover boundary for 1. Gordon Bryan comes in to strike now. Let's see what he will do. Gordon Bryan is not a big bat. You could say he's one of those persons who can hold the bat. You know, he can hold the bat. Get 300 now. Yes. Let's see if we can get 300. Yes. Thank you, Jamor. Glenn will be the finisher. Happy for the partnership. All right. Good, Roger Allen. Yeah. Let's see if, yes, it will be good. You know, no, but I do not want Glenn supporters and Glenn Melbourne fans to think that I'm criticizing Glenn. No, I'm looking at the broader picture as a Jamaican. So I would never do that. Yes, that's a good point, that he needs to carry the team to the end of the over. Bowl to Bryan down the leg side, leading edge. Oh, dropped! Oh, dropped there by Gore. It was too casual. It was a leading edge from Bryan. As he looks to turn it into the onside, it came off the leading edge. The fielder cover, it was a dolly. He jumped up like this, and it just burst through his hand. It was an absolute dolly. Absolute dolly. He just burst right through his hand. It was an absolute dolly. It just burst up like that and burst right through his hand. You know? You see the number of revs I'm getting on that ball? Look at the revs. Are you seeing it? A lot of revs. Wow. You see the number of revs? Yes, man. It was a dolly. Absolute dolly, Jamor Smalls. Roger Allen said Glenn will make 80. Let's hope so. Even more. It's a lot of overlift. Dabbed away down to backward point. Did they go for the single? I don't know as yet. 268 for 8. Glenn is on 51. With 8 overs leave. I'm just checking out because he will have to face most of the deliveries. You know, Glenn can make 100 because 6-8 is 48, you know. So if he can get 6 runs and over from here, he can make 100. Because he will have to face most of the deliveries. He can make 100, Roger Allen. Let's watch now. Over the wicket, bowls to Glenn, and Glenn drives. Down to long off for another singer. The score moves up now to 269 for 8 at the end of over number 42. Richard Newman said, let me give you credit. You stand out as a Jamaican. You give the genuine support for cricket in Jamaica, and you are able to comment. Bless up, Mr. Brown. Thank you very much, man. Respect. Glenn all the innings together, Kemar Dwyer. Yes, he did. Well, not the innings. Is it an innings though, Kemar Dwyer? Because it's a partnership, you know, but he was stabilized. No, all they're saying, I know all of those things, and I'm watching it on the side, Kemar Dwyer. It's like, what's wrong with you guys? Come on, man. I saw everything. I'm here. I saw it. I'm happy for the partnership. But there are two separate issues that I'm discussing, but you guys not understanding it. Balls to Glenn, drive off the outer portion of the bat. It's running away down to third man. Thomas give up the chase. And it goes into the boundary for 4. Glenn moves up now to 56. The score is now 273 for 8. $273 for 8. So Glenn is on 56. Respect Kemar Dwyer. Yeah, man, respect. As he looked to drive and the googly turned across him. He's on 56. 273 for 8. Walsh comes in now. Bowls to Glenn, and Glenn hit this high in the air. As he clear long off. You bet 6 more. 279 now for 8. He moves up to 62. You see what I'm telling you guys? He can make 100. You know, because I said that he should have rotated the strike some more. You know, his supporters start coming at me and I say that's totally unnecessary. He should have rotated the strike some more. What I'm saying now that he can make 100. We must always strive to be better. We must not satisfied with our own attainment, but always striving to be better and looking at ways to be better. You know, so it's a different thing from holding the innings together from I saying that he could rotate the strike some more. That's two separate issues. The issue, what I'm saying, that he could have been better. He could have strived for greater attainment. Nonetheless, he played well. 63 from 72 deliveries. He can make 100 because still 7 overs leave. And he only needs 37 now. You see what I was talking about? Yes, he can. So, 63 from 72 deliveries. Yes, Andre Green, respect to you. So they are having a drinks break, so let me eat another slice of melon. 280 for 8. Yeah, that's the last drinks break, I think. Yes, Osborne. So Stephen Rasul said the spin is done. Time, ball striking. Yeah, with only 2 wickets on, and we probably still have to be careful. We probably still, these two need to bat for another 3 overs, take it to 46 overs, and then we take it from there, because Gordon Bryant too still can hit away the ball, you know. He can hit away the ball. Glenn is growing in confidence, and it's a good look. Leeward Islands will surely, Mr. Brown, we gone a final. Yes, John. Yes, John Ricketts, we gone a final. Beaten outside the half stump as the leg break turns across Gordon Bryant. The score is now 280 for 8 after 42.4 overs. Over the wicket comes ball to Brian, who hit this in the air. It got a long way. I told you he's no mug with the bat. He can hit a ball. 286 now for 8. So Brian moves up to 7. Oh, he can hit a ball. He can hit a long ball. Yes, man. So Dan Dada, the legend, the #1 fan of the cricket forum according to YouTube. What's my friend from bowls to Brian, who played this out into the offside and there's no run? Gerard Mead. Gerard Mead was the leader, but Dan Dada took over from Gerard Mead. You know? So Rowan Perry said they are closing in on my predicted score of 294. You realize what happened, Rowan Perry? The moment you leave, Jamaica start losing wickets. The moment you come back, they start scoring runs. So you cannot leave. 286 for 8. Yeah, thank you, Orel Ricketts. I appreciate it, man. Oh, Orel Ricketts. So there is it, Orel Ricketts. You are doing a good job. I love your commentary. I'm also blind from Jamaica and love cricket. Thank you, Orel Richards. You are the persons that I really love reaching out. I always say those persons who cannot watch the match, it's a special place for me. Thank you. Thank you very much. May I ask you how much my countryman St. Mary man made? John Campbell, 72. He made 72. Picked out the field on the mid-wicket boundary, and another day that ball have gone for 6. But he made 72. He played well. He definitely played well. Definitely played it. Yeah, you realize, Ron Perry, you realize. So Mikyle Lewis back into the attack. He's bowling to Glenn, who's on 63 from 73 deliveries. 286 for 8. Michael Douglas is saying, now, right now, Aiden Walsh couldn't get me out as a bowler. Louis bowls to Glenn, and Glenn slapped this away, pass backward point down to the boundary for 4. Lovely shot by Glenn. He moves up to 67 from 74 deliveries. The Jamaican Scorpion are 290 for 8. It was what a recovery, though. What a recovery. They need to bring back Thomas into the attack, you know. Jeremiah Louis not bowling well. 3.2 overs, none for 33. You know, white ball probably not his game. Over the wicket, balls to Glenn, and he slapped this away. Down this time, down to backward point again. The fielder comes across 4 more. Oh, that was absolutely lazy from that fielder. Absolutely lazy. He just strolled across and just put down his foot. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that effort from the fielder. No sliding. And then to make matters worse, Glenn bumps into Jeremiah Louis. The wheels are coming off here. 294 for 8, Rowan Perry. We didn't start the tournament well, but you have to give the guys props because considering how we played last year, it's a remarkable improvement and the guys must be applauded. John Ricketts saying, thank you very much. I agree with you. And Robert Ains seems to have made a lot of difference. Over the wicket comes low with drive by Glenn down to the field and the cover boundary. He moves up to 72, 295 for 5. God Bryan will need to see out these two deliveries from Mikyle Louis. He's not bowling good nonetheless, so it shouldn't be hard for God Bryan to see them out. Tanis goes Scorpion. Tanis, who was asking for Tanis? Oh no, Tanis is from St. Mary. Who's from St. Elizabeth? There were persons want somebody to come over, and I don't quite remember how it goes. So Brian is on 7, Glenn is on 72, 295 for 8. One more from the predicted total. Over the wicket, balls to Brian, who defends into the onside. There is no run. The score remains at 295 for 8. So Glenn needs 28. And there are 37 deliveries after this one. Well, it's a 36 delivery. And he needs 28. He can get it. He can get it. Paul Goodman said, Walsh has improved. The more he plays, the weaker he's getting. He must have become complacent, thinking that he had arrived because people used to speak well of him. Louis bowls to Brian wide, 296 for 8 now. So Rowan Perry total have been reached. Jay saying that Tanis is from St. Elizabeth. I wonder where those melon came from that I was eating. I'm going for her shortly, said Jay. You go on. Derek Mason, welcome to the show. Good game. I wish you two luck. I hope you have fun. Over the wicket, bowls to Brian Cuts. Misses through to the keeper. No run. It's 296 for 8. Yes, they are not bowling good. They are not feeling well either, Jamor Small. So I'm looking at this and realize 36 deliveries remaining. He needs 28 for his 100. So really, he should get it, He needs to target. He needs to tell himself that somewhere in the next 30 deliveries, 36, next 36 deliveries, I'm going to hit 2 6 and 2 4s. That's how he needs to look at it. I'm going to hit 2 6 and 2 4 somewhere out of those 36 deliveries. And once he does that and doesn't put any pressure on himself, that will be 20. And he can pin around the other 8 deliveries. So Thomas, as I expected, come back into the attack. And this is a good move. He has bowled the best. Well, he hasn't gotten any wickets. Walsh have gotten 3 wickets. Cornwall has gotten 4. And Gore have gotten 1. So Spin have gotten all the wickets. But Thomas, in a score where the opposition is going at over 6.7, for you to bowl 7 overs for 3 runs, you would have bowled well. About 3 runs per over, you would have bowled well. So he's in now to his captain. Over the wicket, bowls to Glenn down the leg side wide. The keeper did not call it, but they'll stay. 297 for 8. Jay said, need some of those St. Elizabeth melons, so I'm going for some. All right, cool. I wonder what the melon you're talking about. Arnell Richards is saying, I used to play blind cricket for Jamaica and the West Indies. We will make 315 all out. Thank you, Arnell Richards. Thank you for your prediction. And thank you for your service to our country and representing us. Glenn hit this away down to long on for a singer. 1 more to the total. So Gordon Bryan comes into strike. 298 now for 8. Too much wide ball, Steve Russell saying. So, yes, the bowling has not been disciplined enough. And the fielding has been poor. Amani Ainsley saying Jamaica got lost. Well, you see it? Oh, we are sting them, Amani. We are sting them, man. You can stay there. Over the wicket comes Thomas. Bowls to Bryan, who played it back down the pitch on the offside to Thomas, who fielded, and there is no run. It's now 298 for 8. As I said, Gordon Bryan wouldn't be worried by O'Shane Thomas. You know, he wants to hit him for 2-6. John Ricketts said they're in the morgue. 5.4 overs remaining. We're in over number 45. The Leewards gave up. Thomas bowls to Bryan, who defends down the onside and could not stop the batsman from going through for a single. So that's 299 now for 8. 299 for 8. Amani Ainsley saying Joel going to make 85 and Cornwall 150. Well, you think about it, Amani Ainsley, I can't blame you to have ambition, you know. I can't blame you to fantasize. I can't blame you to be dreaming. It's your right. I can't blame you. I can't blame you. It's your right. It's not going to happen, man. I doubt if you guys are going to make 100. Maybe 120 the most. Mindley against Skittery out, man. And Royal slapped away over cover 4 runs by Glenn. He moves up now to 77. Jamaica 300 is up. I told you he can make 100. I told you. When he was on 51, I count the deliveries and said 48 deliveries remaining and he can make 100. I told you. So Amani Ainsley, I don't mind the banter. I don't mind it. Cornwall make 150. Before Cornwall make 150, Gordon Bryan run past and stuck something and short. Victor Baptiste is saying, Carlton, I'm here in Trinidad and Tobago enjoying your commentary loud and clear. Over the wicket comes Thomas wide down the leg side to Glenn, who swings and misses. It goes through to the keeper, 304 for 8. Yeah, Rowan Perry said, Mr. Brown, I'm glad you didn't leave us. Yes, I am glad, especially for those persons who cannot see the cricket. I'm really, really happy for those persons who cannot see the cricket. I'm glad that I can bring the commentary to them. Rami Stalwart, thank you very much. So you hear that, Amani? You hear that, Amani? You hear what Steve Russell is saying? Thomas bowled short to Glenn, again down the leg side. Did it come off his body? Yes, it touched his pad. And so the score remains at 304 for 8. So Bryan is on 8. Glenn is on 77. Thomas have bowled well. It's pure cricket, not about Melbourne or St. Catherine. Yeah, no man, it's pure cricket. Yeah, it is Jamaica. We support Jamaica. Support Jamaica. Here is Thomas over the wicket, bowls to Glenn, who swings this away. It comes off the bottom edge of the bat. He was aiming to hit that over long on, but it came off the inner portion of the bat, goes down behind square leg for a single. 305 for 8 at the end of over number 45. 8 overs, none for 30. So 9 runs from that over from O'Shane Thomas is most expensive over thus far. But now is the time for it. Now is the time for it. So Amani is saying that we will see. That's what he's saying. Patrick Smith, always thought you were from Trinidad or Barbados or one of those places. Glenn has not been bad, really, said Jay. But Brad Barnes needs to step up. Right? Andre Green said, we're going to dismiss Big Jimbo early. Can't make him get off. Who won't make him get off? Him won't make him age, man. Him not making his age. While Mikyle Douglas is saying, Cornwall don't have the energy to bat 5 overs today. That man was tired after bowling 6 overs. So Shania so it's good to have, it's good to see some Leeward spectators, some Leeward fans. 300 for 8. Wow, they are confident that the Leewards will get this score. Let's see what happens. 305 for 8. 5 overs to come. So Sania, Sterling, and Armani. Tani said, yes, I'm extremely proud. Armani think that Mindley won't even get a wicket. A 6 he might get today, you know. He got 5 Friday, Armani. He might get 6 today, watch. 6 he might get today, watch. Aye. Over the wicket, wide, very wide from Jeremiah Louis. They are checking if it's a no ball, but it's a wide. It's a wide. It's not a no ball. It did pitch on the cut strip. They are checking if it pitched on the cut strip, but it did. I could clearly see that. So it will be a wide, not a no ball. The difference is that if it's a no ball, it's a free hit. But it's not a no ball. It did pitch on the cut strip. 305 for 8. So John Ricketts is telling you, Armani and Sanya and Jamur Sumal, that there's no way under the sun Leeward Islands can lick off 300 and hard. Not even if Jimbo and Greaves play their best. So Dan that I said, it pitch on the cut strip, man. It pitch on the cut strip, clearly. Yeah, man. So it's wide. Yeah, man, wide, I saw that. Roger said if Cornwall make 150, so you see it, Armani? You see it now, you stir up a hands there so you can't manage it. You stir up a Ansted. Who's the next batsman to come? Wide again. Who's the next batsman to come? Marquino Mindley. Sorry, Marquino Mindley is the next batsman to come. Lock off the sun and we can call it tight. Deal? We can do that because we finish ahead of you guys in the table, so we'll go through having finished ahead of you. We finish second. So there's no way out, Jamur Sumal. No way out. How many wides in the innings? I'll tell you very shortly. Very shortly, I will tell you. 15 wides have been bowled in the innings. That's definitely indiscipline. 804 on the live, but only 202 watching. Come on, guys, we need to do better than that, man. Not even just 25%. Well, just 25%. Come on, man, we need to do better than that. I've gone 15 overs more than I usually go, just to ensure that the commentary can come, because I know that many of person not watching it. We can do better. It's a thumbs up sign under the video and under the screen, and you just have to click once, and it doesn't cost anything. It takes less than a second as Brian defends that out into the offside. So 4 deliveries to come. Glenn is on 79. Really want Glenn to get the strike. I agree. Mindley definitely getting a 5er today. Richard Siddiqui saying Jamaica definitely have the upper hand for now. No, man, we are going to win, man. We are going to win. We are going to win. Yeah, I agree with you, I agree with you, Dandala. Our man is nervous right now. Them nervous from Leeward Islands. Louis balls to Brian, who played it to cover, and there's no run. So 308. 79 for Glenn. I know that most persons listening really want Glenn on strike, And they really want Glenn to get this 100. I really want to see a Jamaican get 100. John Campbell made 72. Louis bowls short to Brian, who cuts and misses. It goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. 2 deliveries to coming over, number 46. I think it's now time for... If Brian should get a single now, I don't think he should take it. I think it's time now for Glenn to take over. Especially he wants to make 100. It's no definite time. 25 deliveries remaining in the innings. 25. Yeah, man. Mindley definitely getting a 5 for today. Over the wicket comes Louis, dabbed away. Wide of Thomas, who stops it with his shoes. I hope they don't run the single. Let's watch. They run the single. Why? So Glenn is on 79. 309 for 80. He comes back into strike. Please slash a like on the video, please. We need to get it up to even 500, man. It costs nothing, and you just click on the thumbs up button below, and it takes less than a second. Now, those who are watching on TV, I don't know how to do it. They say, man, I'm nervous. I agree. Time for some ball striking, yes. Louis bowls to Glenn, and he hit it hard down the ground. Work for the field that long off. Who comes across, slide field. They should stay on one door, Don't go back for 2. Why you go back for 2? He moves up to 81. It's the end of the over. 311 for 8. He should have stayed on 1 and keep the strike. 4 overs after this. Brian is on 9. He will be on strike. Disappointed that he went back for 2 there. He should have stayed and kept the strike for the start of the over. All 8 wickets have gone to spinners. So Oshane Thomas is by far the most economical of all the Leeward Islands hurricane bowlers. Now, I think what happened today is that the Jamaican batsmen say, we're going to take it easy with our countryman. And so we are going to stop him around. But then we are going to beat the bowling of the others. So that's what we did. We still take care of our countryman, but we still beat the bowling. So let me run through some comments. Yeah, Armand is nervous right now. Glenn is on 81. Yeah, ball striking time. I think it's time for Jamaica to declare. You're not allowed to declare in white ball cricket in a Jamor Samal. 350 could have been made easily. We might still get up to 350 because if Glenn make 100 and you had 19 to 311, that's 330. And if Gordon Bryan get away 3 big shots, so yes, man. Yes, Rayfield Clayton, yes. It's nice to see Jamaica back in playoff position. Well, we're in the final now, Elton Tucker. Big up yourself, Elton Tucker, the man in charge of TV and cricket power play out of South Florida. And on a Saturday, if you want to know, on a weekend, if you want to know what is happening in South Florida, you can tune into Elton YouTube channel. He streams a match every Saturday. Every Saturday, every Sunday, Elton is streaming matches. So he brings a lot of cricket. That's TVN Cricket Power Play. So just subscribe. You can look up the channel on YouTube, subscribe to it, and click on the notification so that when cricket is playing in South Florida, the notification will come up, and so you go to Elton. So subscribe to the channel, please. Subscribe to this channel too. Again, that is free and it's one click. Maybe after this match, Armani, Orius Thomas, you take it home. I don't know why I'm come here, Armani. Orius, because he and Sanya came and them gone, them run. Them have to run. Them can't stay, them have to run. Them have no chance, them have to run. Jamaica will win. They are not like the West Indies. Cornwall couldn't be the captain if he can't stay and shouldn't. That's a good point. He shouldn't be the captain. Yes. Oh, Mrs. Cricket Forum, thank you for tuning in, man. Good to have you here. Happy to have you here, man. Happy. Wish you were here. I'm hungry. I have some melon though. But it's just 4 hours to go and then I can go and get something to eat. But wish you were here. Thomas bowls down the leg side wide, 312 for 8. Hope you're having a good day, my dear. But that's about it, Jay. If doesn't play the cricket, you know, and you'd have heard me always say it. If doesn't play it, if doesn't play it, if there can be so many if. Everard, it's a pleasure, man. Thank you. Yes, it's a good score, Richard. So the 100 Irish, long time. Score, please. 312 for 8. I think I just said it. Yes. Over the wicket comes Thomas. Bowls to Brian, who tucked it down to short, fine leg for a single. The score goes up to 313 for 8. He moves up to 10. Glenn and 81 now comes into strike. We need some fireworks from Glenn. When there were 36 deliveries, I said that he needs 2, 4, and 2, 6 somewhere along the line. And that's why you don't panic. Because with 23 deliveries to go, you still can hit the 2, 4, 2, 6 somewhere along the line. Thank you all. Thank you. I appreciate it. Elton said John Campbell is on his way back. Winning this competition will help him get there. 100 will do good for him. Yes, he had a century already, so if he should get one in the finals, in the final. Thomas over the wicket, bowls to Glenn, who slapped this away. Wide a flag off. Work for the fielder. He can't get there. 4 runs. He slapped it away. The fielder should have done better. And so Glenn moves up to now to 85. 317 for 8. Maurice Crosby says, Scorpion are going to win this one. Lord, have mercy. Take it up to 350, said Leighton Francis. Let's see. Yes, we definitely need to do so. Really a poor fielding display from the Leeward Islands Hurricane. Yes, Jamo, what they're doing. I'm still astonished how Jamaica came from 138 for 7 and now 300. Thomas bowls to Glenn, who back away, pull the side in the air. Let's see, dropped in no man's land. And it goes down to the fielder coming around from backward square leg. They come back for 2. He moves up to 87. 87 for 4. 87 from 84 deliveries. 319 for 8. You see, when I said 87 for 4, it's the Leeward Islands score I was predicting. Yes, that's what I was predicting, the Leeward Islands score, 87 for 4. Yes, 300 plus that 50 over game is a very good score. Barbados Pride did it yesterday. Thomas bowls to Glenn. Short. He pulls this down towards long on. 6 more. Oh, that's now 93. Well done, Glenn. 325 for 8. Oh, lovely. Lovely. He's taking Thomas to the cleaners here. Wow. Wow. Good shot, man. Well done, Glenn. Yes, man. Wow. Need to slash a like on the video for those, you know, man. You know that there should be we should have at least a 500 likes on the video now. At least a 500 like. 864 watching. We need at least 500 likes. He's on 93. Shane Thomas over the wicket, bowls to Glenn, and he slapped this away for another 6. He's on 99. Wow! He's on 99. Yes! Yes! 99. 99. 99. 99. What I told you. What I told you. He needs to target 4 deliveries. Somewhere he needs to hit 2 4s and 2 6s. Absolutely. Absolutely. And he have gotten the 2 4s and he have gotten the 2 6s. And it took him up to 99. Am I a genius or what? Don't feel pressured. Target 4 deliveries. They may come at any time. Let's watch. Shane Thomas over the wicket, bowls to Glenn, clip this away, through mid-wicket, that's his 100. He picked off the helmet and he jumped in the air and he bowed to his knees and he claps his hand in prayers. Well played, Glenn. Magnificent, magnificent Glenn Roy. Glenn, what's his first name again? Glenn, his first name missing me, but magnificent young man. Magnificent Javelle Glenn is his name. What a knock from him. What a knock. What a knock. 8 4s and 6 6s. 100 from 87 deliveries. Brilliant. Brilliant, Glenn. What a knock. Jamaica 332 for 8. Absolutely brilliant from Glenn. Well played, young man. Well played. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. It was a pleasure being here. Slash a like on the video. Click on the subscribe button. I'll try to come back for the Leeward Islands Hurricane innings, but I need to take a rest now. Glenn reaches 100. Jamaica large and in charge, and we won't lose from here. Have a good afternoon, everyone.